Straight Politicking, episode 74. Alex Alonso here with Munchie B, the mayor, and we're also joined by a guest co-host. ODM Slim is in the house.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey, man, I heard you kind of moved away, huh? You left the state for a minute, or
I'm gone.
you gone, huh?
I'm gone. Washington, man. Chilling.
What's that all about, man?
It is what it is.
Change the scenery?
Yeah, man. Change the environment, man, for real.
How you like it, though?
I love it. I ain't gonna lie. I love it. I ain't never been nowhere else with all 4 seasons. You know what I'm saying?
It's a lot of rain, huh?
Rain, snow.
It's a lot of depression up there, I heard.
I ain't depressed.
I know, I'm not saying you, but for the people that live in Washington and Oregon, they say that those two states have the highest depression in America.
Yeah, Seattle for sure.
For what? Because it rains?
Because of the weather, yeah.
I heard Seattle. I heard
For reals.
Yeah, I heard Seattle because
It's
they
still,
got.
it's the thing is, like, even when it rains out here, like, we in the rain.
Nah,
You
but
can't even count LA rain when we only get it like a couple of weeks out the year. You know, it all either comes in December or January. And that's it.
Listen, bro, I'll be outside. I'm out there on outside, I'm smoking, I'm going around the areas
Yeah.
in the rain.
Yeah.
It
It doesn't bother you.
don't bother me.
Yeah. No, I grew up in the rain when I lived on the East Coast,
No, for sure.
and it doesn't really bother me. But I don't know what it's like it rains in July. That's insane. It rains in June. It rains in August. It rains almost every month up there.
But I'm saying it's supposed to be raining. If these certain months supposed to be raining though.
Yeah.
Nah, not in July. You said you get all 4 seasons out there though, so it ain't raining
no,
in July.
No, it's the summer. I'm not saying that. I'm talking
But
about.
it rained in the summer up there. That's how.
I ain't seen it rain in the summer. It's hot as hell in the summer. It was
Yeah.
raining in the summer. It get cold, but honestly, it don't rain in the summer.
Okay.
Well, I ain't gonna rain. I'm in Spokane, so I don't know about Seattle. Seattle is a little different.
Have you ever thought of taking a drive up into Canada?
I have.
Man, don't do it.
No, Victoria.
Hold on, you say you have or you thought about
have.
No, there's a city over there called
I thought about it.
Have you heard of Victoria?
No.
Oh, it's right up across the border.
Yeah, I have
in
thought.
Canada. It's a cool little city.
it? Don't do it, Slim.
Why not?
Man, we both been in prison and shit. I don't, because why is it so hard to get in Canada out of all these countries?
I'm getting there.
They be tweaking, bro. Don't go over there and they just be a political prisoner type. They gonna have it.
I'm in the gate. I'm like the Mexico.
No, I got held.
Canada.
I got held at the border because I had a small little thing of pepper spray on my keychain.
Aw, man.
Yeah, and they held me for about
Tripping up that?
they held me for about an hour. Yeah,
They should have
What,
just
pepper
threw
spray?
it
Yeah.
and let you go.
they did let me go, but they pulled me. You know, I had to go in the little customs area, and they asked me a bunch of
You're
questions.
doing too much for the pepper spray.
And this was before you needed a passport. This was in the 90s. Now you need a passport to go into Canada. Before you didn't need a passport for Canada and Mexico before. And then September 11th hit. Now you need a passport for everything.
Hold on, you need a passport for Mexico?
No.
Now you do.
Well, certain places.
Yeah.
Not
If you
TJ.
yeah.
TJ, you can walk and go right through.
Yeah, if you walk or ride, you could ride your bike in, you could walk in, and you could drive in.
Yep.
Yeah, you could drive in.
Yep, TJ.
But I think I'm not sure if they require a passport in Canada if you're just
No, but I know
Driving.
in certain parts of Mexico, they got a passport, especially if you flying in. You need a passport.
Actually, my son, we was in San Diego, and my son is a cyclist, and we brought the bike along because he likes to ride wherever we go.
Right.
He decided to go take a ride into Mexico. He rode in, and then when he was trying to come back, they stopped him. But he was I think he was 16 or 17 at the time. He told me they hemmed him up for a minute, but they eventually let him through. Yeah, he almost didn't make it back.
I'm too scary for all that, bro.
You nervous for what?
I'm not. See,
You got to live your life, bro.
nah. No. You got a passport?
Yeah.
I do too.
I ain't never used it, though.
I got a pass, but I'm not just taking a drive into Canada because it seemed like they real straight.
It seemed like that.
And Trump don't care about me. He ain't gonna come get me. You feel me? He not gonna come get me. And I don't care how much casework Alex do. He can't get me back.
Yeah, every country's kind of
Hey,
concerned
but, man,
about
I'm
that.
telling you, you the BT mayor. They gonna.
I'm in trouble. I'm gonna have to call Drake. Hey, Drake got pulled in
Hey,
Canada.
Drake for sure got you. You don't worry about that.
Everything. I'm calling
Drake got you. Real talk.
All right, so last week, Munch, we were talking about the Fifth Amendment. Mm-hmm. Your right to remain silent. Mm-hmm. It came up with we were talking about Tory Lanez and how they gave immunity to Kelsey, and immunity pretty much revokes your right to plead the Fifth. And you were saying that if you're pleading the Fifth, that means you're guilty.
If you plead the fifth, you somewhat involved with the case,
or
indirectly or directly.
right, or you explaining something could you later on get you caught in some shit.
Yeah, because you
Boom.
hold on. You explaining yourself could probably make you appear guilty.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like whatever. You do some shit, right? Munchie do some shit.
Right.
I'm sliding. Boo, I'm sliding. I'm in a G ride or something, right? I don't have to even be around Munchie, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Boom. Now you can hit me and be like, hey man, look, I'm doing this and that. You tell me, and I'm like, oh shit. You told me what happened. Bam. But since I'm committing a crime, I'm in the midst of a crime. So you know what I'm saying, pleading like I'm committed of a crime. I can't tell you what I was doing. What was that at the time? I plead the fifth. I can't because it make, you know what I'm saying?
It might incriminate me.
Yeah, exactly.
Make me feel like I'm. So look. What I was trying to tell Alex is, if you plead the fifth, you some way involved with the case, indirectly or directly. That's why you pleading the fifth.
Wait, you were suggesting that the person is guilty in some way.
No. You're indirectly or directly.
But hold on. I think I give me 1,000 though. You might be guilty in the case because what I need you what I need you for.
That's why.
But the example I gave was if a neighbor live on this street and there was 5 shots, and they want to knock on the door and they say, hey, excuse me, yeah, we wanted to know if you heard any shots and how many shots you heard. They not gonna say I plead the fifth.
No, because
they can just close their door.
They're not on the oath.
No, bro, but they have nothing to do with nothing.
You could though plead the fifth though.
No, but there's no reason to.
Yeah, there is.
You're just using the verbiage.
Let's say you're at the mall
and immunity is for snitches, bro.
No. Immunity is for people.
For a material witness or
snitches.
Nah. Immunity is for people that the judge or the prosecution wants to force them to testify. Doesn't mean you did anything wrong.
Listen. Force to testify on what?
Immunity mean tell me everything that happened.
Right.
And if it make you look guilty, we not gonna charge you with it. You got a free pass to tell us the complete truth, nothing but the truth, and you won't be convicted or charged.
So he is snitching.
So that's immunity.
Well, look, let me just get straight
and
to
that's what Woody got.
Let me go straight to some of these points. This came from attorneys' websites.
Okay.
There's a lot of discussion about why innocent people should always plead the fifth. This is coming from the criminal defense attorneys.
Okay.
Why innocent people should always plead the fifth. It doesn't mean you're guilty. And I think that's the misconception is that, if somebody's pleading the fifth, that means they must have did something wrong or they're involved, like the way Munchie says, right?
No, I'm going to let you land.
Okay, but there are some people that are completely guilty when they plead the fifth. Do we have that Mark Furman clip queued up from the O.J. Simpson trial? Of him pleading the fifth?
He was guilty.
He guilty as hell.
And this is about using the N-word.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, do we have it queued up? Okay, we'll come back to it. All right, so these are reasons why criminal defense attorneys say innocent people should always use the fifth. 1, to avoid misinterpretation. So if the police is asking you questions, they're trying to put you in the trick bag. They're trying to twist your words. So it says here, stress, memory lapses, or trying to be helpful can lead innocent people to say things that sound suspicious or provide details that investigators will twist. And they cite a case here, Ohio versus Reiner, where an innocent person thought he was going to help the police out, say a few things, and end up getting twisted up. And there's no obligation for us to answer their questions.
Right.
Even if you have information. You just witnessed a crime.
I'm going to wait till this clip play out and then I'm gonna say what I say because you're not responding to what I said though.
Well,
I'm saying the person that's pleading the fifth is indirectly or directly.
Well, I'm gonna insert a clip. I'm gonna insert a clip from our last episode because I believe you were saying they're somewhat guilty.
But we gotta put this in writing. You gotta give me the complete truth and give us the spill on what happened that night, bro. Even if it incriminates you, because she was given immunity anyway. And when you given immunity, they know you're guilty.
No, that's not true. They give you immunity to force you to testify.
They give you immunity because they felt you played a part of the crime.
No, they give you immunity because you have information about a crime.
If you're given immunity, your freedom is at stake. When you plead the fifth, you some way involved with the crime.
Not every time.
Like a civilian ain't gonna plead the fifth.
Okay, no. So you believe that only guilty people plead the fifth?
Not guilty people.
Okay, innocent people cannot plead the fifth?
People that have nothing to do with the crime, but it's a witness, they ain't not gonna plead the fifth.
Yeah,
They just gonna close their door.
All right.
Like you did in the past.
Okay.
Right?
All right.
What you say?
No,
So you told him you plead the fifth?
I'm
Close
disagreeing.
the door. You said, am I arrested? No. All right.
Yeah, I didn't use that terminology then, but I could have. I could have said I plead the fifth. That was your words. They were somewhat guilty.
No, indirectly or directly involved the case.
Okay, that doesn't talk about guilt or innocence. I'm talking about just if you witnessed a crime, you're indirectly involved, but you're innocent.
If you witness a crime,
Yes.
bro, the only people that should be pleading the fifth is people that's indirectly or directly. If you left my house and then did a murder after leaving my
But
house,
you know,
I will plead the fifth.
What he's saying is, he's saying that the reason that the attorney's telling people, everybody, I don't give if you are part of the crime or anything, do not plead the fifth, period, because you do not help them.
You're not obligated to answer police
If
questions.
you help them,
Yeah.
you say the wrong thing and it sound twisted, you might be the top suspect.
All right, here's the second reason they say plead the fifth.
Right.
To prevent self-sabotage. An interrogation room isn't the place to tell your side.
Right.
Invoking silence allows time to see the evidence and strategize with counsel, preventing accidental self-incrimination. You know?
And that's the same reason why most defendants never take the stand.
Yeah.
Right.
And they that's suggested by your counsel. Don't get up there, whether you innocent or not.
There's only one crime where your criminal defense attorney will suggest that's the only one way you're going to beat this case, by taking the stand. And that's when you're claiming self-defense.
Right.
You killed someone in self-defense.
Right.
Jury wants to hear you.
Man.
So most of those people have to take the stand.
Right.
If I'm ever in question about any grape allegations, I'm getting up there. I got to speak for myself because you got me effed up.
A third reason why criminal defense attorneys say take the fifth is to protect against coercion. The right guards against coercive tactics, ensuring the government builds its case without forcing assistance from the accused, even if innocent. So basically, just keep your mouth shut, even if you're innocent. And then the fourth point here is the system is built to protect them. The amendment's core function is to protect the innocent from being trapped by ambiguous situations, ensuring that the state proves its case, not the individual. So there's quite a few innocent people that take the fifth, and I think that's what we was talking about last week, Munch.
Hey, look, what I'm saying is, if you got any involvement, even if you unknowingly was like, okay, I didn't know he's about to go do that, but anything, you go plead the fifth. Like, I plead the fifth. If I left Alex Alonso's spot from podcasting, I leave here, pow, 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 I bust on somebody, and then they call Alex, hey, we know he left your, I plead the fifth.
Yeah, I don't got to answer that. You was even here.
Because, but they know I left your spot, so you gonna say I plead the fifth.
Yeah, okay.
Right.
They know you left my spot, but they need me to corroborate that.
Right.
But that's why you will plead the fifth, because you could be involved with this. I just left your spot.
No, I'm not involved at all.
No. I'm saying, but in them instances, I just left your spot.
Yeah.
No, I'm not involved at all.
That's why you will plead the fifth. I'm not just talking about walking down the street and somebody gets smoked and he walking his dog and witness
Hey,
it.
let's start whistling.
Now there's a way around the fifth. Let's say they drag me to court and they want me to tell them everything about Munchie, and I say, you know what, I plead the fifth. Now the judge says, Mr. Alonso, I'm giving you immunity.
Right.
Now what does that do to me?
If they give you immunity,
say whatever.
we're not friends no more.
They give me immunity, but now what is that? How does that change the dynamic now in the courtroom?
So now it's telling you to talk, and you're free to say what you want to say.
No, I'm forced to testify.
No, you're not. That's called bro. Look. They ain't got to give you immunity and just put a manhold on you.
I'm
and
trying
just take
to
you to jail and leave you in jail till the trial over.
Okay, but before that happens, they're gonna give me immunity. If I say I plead the fifth, I don't want to even talk about Munchie.
Right.
The judge says I'm giving you immunity. Therefore, you have to testify.
Right.
Then I could say I still don't want to testify. Then the judge can hold me in contempt and put me in jail until the trial's over. That's how it goes down. Now, am I guilty of any crime? No, but I got immunity, right?
Right.
So sometimes people think, oh, you got immunity. That means you must be involved in some kind of way.
Name somebody you know that got immunity that wasn't cooperating.
Oh, I've been on several cases. My favorite case was
No. Do you got a widely known case that everybody know about? Not one that you've been on.
Well, I've got 600 cases I've worked on. That's
no,
a
I'm
nice.
talking about like a widely known like that, like a high profile case.
No,
that
I
we
don't.
can all reference.
I don't do high profile cases.
Okay.
But I have one case where the judge was trying to force this dude's baby mama to testify, and if they were married, that wouldn't even be an issue because wives are not forced to testify against
their
husbands.
spouse.
But she was the baby mama. They dragged her to court. She's like, I'm not answering any questions. She said, I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth. The judge said, if you don't answer these questions, I'm going to hold you in contempt. She said, hold me in contempt. And she had children too. And I thought it was so messed. I'm sitting there watching this. I'm like, wow, they're about to put this lady in jail.
They violated our Fifth Amendment.
No, they didn't violate it. They gave her.
You got the right to remain silent, but you
I
gonna
know,
lock
but
me up.
okay, here's the point you just missed that I just told ODM. Once you're given immunity, you don't have that right anymore. That right goes away.
I don't think we gonna ever come to
What are you talking about?
common ground on this one,
Dude.
I'm waiting on the clip. I'm waiting on what's his name?
Let's play the Mark Furman clip.
Munchie said, "Hey, listen, we ain't doing this."
All right, we're gonna play the Mark Furman
ahead.
clip when he pled the fifth.
Munchie crazy.
I'm telling you, because I've been in these situations.
Please resume the witness stand. All right, good afternoon, Detective.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
You're reminded, sir, that you are still under oath. Mr. Ullman, you may proceed.
Detective Furman, was the testimony that you gave in this case completely truthful?
I wish to assert my Fifth Amendment privilege.
Have you ever falsified a police report?
I wish to assert my Fifth Amendment privilege.
Is it your intention to assert your Fifth Amendment privilege with respect to all questions that I ask you?
Yes.
I only have one other question, Your Honor.
What was that, Mr. Ullman?
Detective Furman, did you plant or manufacture any evidence in this case?
I assert my Fifth Amendment privilege.
And that's how OJ won. You see, you notice how the criminal defense attorney before that last question asked, "Are you going to continue to plead the fifth?"
Right.
And he said, "Yes, I am."
I got one more.
He said, "I got one more question."
Right.
Did you plant evidence?
Right.
And that was
It killed it.
It killed it.
It killed it.
It killed it. Mark Furman helped OJ
Get out.
win that case.
You're right.
Yeah.
For sure.
So that's a guy that was 100% guilty, Munchie, pleading the fifth, because it was also about the N-word. I never used the N-word. I never did that. I never said that. You know, he was a liar.
No, for sure.
So that was a good example to you?
No, that was a good example of someone guilty
Right.
using the Fifth Amendment.
And they shouldn't have continued questioning him after he, exercised the Fifth Amendment.
No, the defense, it was part of the strategy because they wanted to see how many times was he going to say, I'm pleading the fifth, I'm pleading the fifth. Then they threw him with the whammy. Did you plant any evidence?
Right. So
this is in front of a jury.
Right.
So that goes into what you're thinking. If someone pleads the fifth on a question, it makes them sound guilty.
Right.
And it made him sound like guilty.
Sure.
Even though Mark Furman may not have even planted any evidence.
Right. He played the fifth.
Yeah, he pled the fifth. And it made it look like he did plant evidence.
But all I'm saying is if the law is trying to question somebody and then they some way, even a little bit could be tied into the case, even 2%, that would be the reason to plead the fifth, because this person that left your spot or left his phone in your car, or
was this a witness?
maybe you gave him a ride to the store and just went home, and after you dropped him off, you know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about somebody just walking down the street with his or her dog and then witness something. That person wouldn't be able to plead the fifth. Just
if they didn't want to testify and they were being subpoenaed to court, they could plead the fifth. And if that's the only witness, we got one witness, and he doesn't want to speak, we'll subpoena him. All right, we'll subpoena him.
And then my second thing is, immunity is for people to tell the whole truth, the complete truth, without being punished.
Right.
No, well, that's part of it. Immunity is also to force people to testify that have already invoked their Fifth Amendment right. Like Judge Lancito could have told Mark Furman, "I'm giving you immunity, Furman."
Right.
But they have to already have that discussed with the prosecutors. "I'm giving you immunity, Furman. Don't worry, we won't charge you for perjury. Tell the truth on all these questions." They didn't offer it to him.
Right.
You know, they didn't offer it to him. He was a police officer on the stand,
Looking stupid.
just lying.
Looking dumb.
But yeah, I think there's a lot of confusion about the Fifth Amendment and the when you're given immunity, because it looked like for some people they thought Kelsey Harris during the Tory Lanez trial must have been guilty of something.
She was possibly a suspect.
No, not at all. Because if she was a suspect,
It was in question whether the gun was in her hand or he shot or she shot.
no, that in court. I'm gonna break it down. What happened in court when she didn't want to testify, she was given immunity. She had her own lawyer, so the judge said, "We're gonna go back in my chambers. You're gonna tell me to Kelsey. You're gonna tell me why you pleading the fifth, and then we're gonna come back out here and we may continue this." So they went back in chambers. It was only the judge, Kelsey, and Kelsey's attorney. Kelsey told the judge the reason why she didn't want to plead the fifth. I mean, the reason why she didn't want to testify. We don't know that conversation because it's sealed. We'll never know that conversation. Right. But all we know is she came back out, got on the stand, and continued.
So let me ask you something.
Wait, let me just finish this part. She came back out, got on the stand, and continued answering questions. So that means what she told the judge was absolutely, I was involved in the shooting. Because if she was involved in the shooting, then the trial would have went, the judge would have came out and it would have went a whole nother direction.
So you mean to tell me, I ain't saying what took place in court that day.
Yeah.
So she was never considered a possible shooter. That's what you're trying to say?
If she was the
So that's what I'm saying. Yes, like she was never considered that?
By who? By the judge?
The judge don't do the investigating.
Well, she went.
I'm talking about the detectives, the world, like public perception.
Well, public people. The public has all kind of opinions.
But it was in the air about her being the shooter, and even the witness.
It was only in the air by the public.
It was a tussle, quote unquote, between her and Tory Lanez. So she was a possible shooter, is what I'm saying. So she would plead the fifth because she don't want to listen to her testimony. She sounded like she was very hesitant to say certain things, like she was guilty or something. But so she pled the fifth, bro.
If she went back into that room with the judge and said she was the shooter,
we don't know what she said.
We don't know what she
number X.
But we know she didn't say she was the shooter, because then the trial would have went completely different.
No, she ain't gonna admit that. I'm saying
no. She had to admit the reason why she didn't want to answer questions to the judge, and only to the judge. So when she came back out and everything was hunky dory, we know she didn't admit she was the shooter. So she admitted to something else that was incriminating, and most of the media theorized she was admitting to taking a bribe from Tory Lanez to not testify, which is a felony, which is illegal. And she was a little nervous about that.
Hey, look, I can't wait till Tory Lanez is free, because he gonna tell his story in the full capacity, because he can't really tell it right now because he's still fighting to get out. He might as well chill out, do his time, and wait for his release date.
There is no story to tell.
You watch him and the driver go, my words. Watch at the end. That driver go tell his story, and he go tell his story, bro. I knock a bet, bro.
Well, I mean, they had a chance to tell their story before, and they never did.
Nah, he go wait till this case over. Watch. That's my prediction.
Yeah, they could say.
But did he just get on? Did he just get on like on the news or something? Did something?
Yeah, he did an interview
right
about a week ago. Yeah. So that's how the whole. My thing is, just because Kelsey was received immunity, don't mean she's guilty of anything to do with the shooting.
Not for sure.
You know, I think my theory is, and this is the theory of some other journalists there, is that she accepted a bribe, and that's illegal. Because everyone was wondering, well, why did you tell the prosecutors all of this about the shooting, and then you come to court and now you don't want to talk about it? Something changed between that date and this date.
So it's a bribe, you think?
And that's what else could it be? You know, well, we won't know what that conversation was, because that was a sealed conversation they had in the back.
Unless Kelsey come out and speak on it.
She did an interview and she didn't even talk about it. I was like, that was a waste. What was the whole The only thing we want to know was about Tory Lanez, and
right.
And nobody care about that. All right, let's move on to hey man, they have a grand jury investigation into the singer D4vd David.
Right, yeah.
And apparently they might be coming down with a murder indictment.
That's what they saying, but it's like this thing been going too long, bro. It's like he been flying, going different places, and He's just free to do a lot of things.
Hey Slam, you thinking of it like if it was me or you, they would have just came and got
Yeah,
it.
snatch the nigga right up.
Right.
They got it on the news. Everybody talking TMZ, talking about it every day. All the bloggers talking about it. He flying in and out of countries. And it's like, oh, he gonna get indicted though.
Hey, for a while, Munchie didn't even know the dude was black.
Because he got too much leeway. And then his music, I didn't like listening to the song. I thought he was a white boy.
No, for sure. For sure.
Fine.
For sure. Yeah, for sure.
But it just, I don't know. We don't get away with things like this, or they don't give us that much leeway.
Facts.
Like even when her body was found, he was still like doing a couple more shows on the tour after that.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
He didn't. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like it's a lot of this whole case is just tricky. And I don't know, because I'm looking at it from a YouTube perspective. Because I'm looking at it from everybody else just talking about it, and they put 2 and 2 together. But it's like, damn, it's like everybody got this. He supposed to be already in jail. How they tell it?
Well, they have to show that a murder happened in the first place, and they can't do that. With the condition that her body was in.
Okay.
They don't know how she died. So if they don't know how she died, how do you charge her murder? You know.
So how they not die? They figured out now?
No, well, now they sealed the autopsy report. They sealed it so it's not open to the public. So now we don't know what the hell's in the autopsy report.
Because they was giving like reports that was inaccurate and putting it out there to the public, so they just sealed it. You know what I'm saying? That could like kind of mess up their investigation a little bit.
And the coroner and the LAPD are having a disagreement about whatever the results were, which we don't know.
But in our world, a black man will be sitting in jail until they figured out
Facts.
that you're not guilty.
Facts.
But he is a black man.
In our
But
world,
he not.
Oh yeah.
He got a little money though.
yeah, he got enough money to hire a dream team and bail out. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And bail out.
In my world, Slim world, even yours, you would have been in jail until they figured out, are you innocent now?
Right.
Well, they did OJ like that, and he's in a very rich world.
Like what? What they do?
They arrested him with no bail.
Because he ran.
Yeah, the running didn't help.
Yeah, that's the only reason they got bail if he didn't run.
Also, I think they didn't give him bail because it was 2 murders.
No, because he ran.
You're not gonna get a bail with 2 murders.
You get bail with 2 murders.
You think so?
You got that money, we get a bail with 2
I'm
murders.
trying to think. Who's gotten the bail with 2
Double
murders?
murder?
Yeah. Nah.
It's you crazy if they
Get
let
a
him
bail
out.
with a single murder.
If you got John Gotti getting out with all he was on bail with for all type of stuff.
But not that last charge. He didn't get no bail when he got sentenced to life.
No, I'm saying they had to catch him. He was out fighting. They had to catch him. He went on a run.
Who?
They got to go on a run, right?
Nah, John Gotti never went on the run. Nah, John Gotti got.
No, that's that Russian. I'm talking about I'm tripping. That's the
70 Bull?
his name Boston. I just watched this
Oh,
story.
you're talking about Whitey Bulger.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, Whitey
Exactly.
Bulger went on the run.
Bulger. That's what I'm looking at.
Hold on, I didn't know OJ
Right.
tried to run for it.
No, he did. Remember he did with the.
It was televised.
Remember he did with the truck and all that.
Bronco.
The Bronco.
The Bronco?
Yeah. They was the Bronco driving. He was blowing his head off and all that. I'm gonna kill myself.
It was a slow speed chase.
But it's just chase nonetheless. And then you got money like that. So
Now, do you remember the slow speed chase aired at the same time? NBA. I think it was the NBA Finals,
and he took over.
and it was Chicago. Wait, it was the Bulls. I think it might have been the West. It might have been the Eastern Conference Finals. I'm not sure, but they did a split screen. If you was watching the basketball game.
Oh, a baby.
Yeah, if you was watching the basketball game.
All right, what year was this?
Like 94, right?
And it's just all Olajuwon getting up in the air with room to operate as he takes this and just turns it over and down.
In this first half, we will send it to NBC News. Here's Tom Brokaw.
Thank you, Marv. We are looking once again at pictures of Al Cowling's cars. It makes its way along a freeway in Los Angeles in the south central part of that area. And we are told by the California Highway Patrol that O.J. Simpson is in that car holding a gun to his head. He has been in touch with a police highway dispatcher saying he wants to be taken to his mother. He wants to see her down a closed freeway by 9 sheriff's deputies and most of the Los Angeles news media. Back to you, Marv.
All right, Tom, it is obviously... All right, Tom, obviously it's So difficult to follow news of that nature. And as we return to Madison Square Garden, tempers flaring between the Rockets and the Knicks.
The Los Angeles Police Department right now is actively searching for Mr. Simpson.
It's a very serious situation here, and I can tell you one that is hard to believe with my own eyes.
Conan, how would these people know? Listening to their radio what's going on?
That's the only way, Paul, that I could figure out that the word is caught on. But all these people know that what is happening. They have to. Some are actually entering the number 1 and number 2 lanes, yelling, waving their hands, trying to be part of something that is quite frankly very, very awful.
Inside this vehicle, this Ford Bronco in Orange County right now, we understand from the CHP officer is O.J. Simpson. He is armed with a gun. Apparently he's holding a gun to the head of his friend, Al Cowlings, who owns this car.
94.
94.
Yeah, 94.
That's when that big earthquake hit. Hey, that's crazy. So he tried to run for it.
Yeah, no. So his attorney posed, we're gonna go turn stuff in, whatever, woo wop. So he's gonna turn stuff in the beginning. And he's gonna let him bail out and all that. He's gonna get out, bail out, and all that stuff. They had the cash up, everything together for him. He was in we seen him on the freeway. He on the freeway. We see him on the freeway. Yeah, he on the freeway all of a sudden. Man, it's OJ, man.
Hey, where that Bronco at? You know how much that Bronco worth?
I think somebody got it.
Yeah, that's worth a lot of money.
Yeah.
But even AC Bronco too. That was AC Bronco they was in. Huh?
Yeah, AC and OJ had the same Bronco.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, same Bronco.
That's the slow speed chase was the AC Bronco though.
I heard Bronco sales had went up in 94 and 95.
That is crazy how just something like that can happen.
They need to revamp the Broncos.
No, ain't that crazy the way the media works?
Right.
Like Bronco sales went up.
Cause that's what they do. They do that type of stuff.
Because OJ did a Bronco.
Exactly.
Show.
Okay, they need to have the OJ edition Broncos come
for
back.
For real.
Now, do you think that David is going to do the same thing once he finds out they're coming for him?
He probably gonna run in a Tesla though.
Nah, he gonna turn himself in and bond out.
He gonna run in a Tesla, man.
Yeah, he'll get a bond. I don't think OJ got a bond because it was a double murder.
I don't think that's true. I don't think because a double murder you can't get a bond.
It's harder to get a bond with a double murder.
You probably so. It's probably right.
All right,
You're probably right.
I ain't gonna say the dude's name, but the case you assisted on with the double homicide, did he have a bond?
Nah, he did not have no bond. Yeah, got acquitted too.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy though.
But I'm gonna say, dang.
And he didn't get acquitted because they thought he was innocent.
No,
but my baby mama I shed a bond. It was two bodies.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
What was the bond? Like $5 million though?
Gave it to her
like $4 million.
Okay.
They knew she couldn't touch it. That's why they gave it to her.
Exactly. Yeah. I think you're supposed to get that's probably exactly why they got it, because they finna get the
I wonder why then what was the reason for OJ not getting a bond?
Because he ran.
Yeah, but sometimes
because he a flight risk.
That's a flight risk. Once you do that,
yeah,
any type of stuff like that is over with.
Yeah, I'm not too familiar with too many double bodies.
I think that they would give me a bond with a double body before OJ because he's a flight risk. He got the money to get out here. Never come back.
Hey, with the new 2023 OR law, you think you can get an OR on a murder?
But hold on. You gonna have to send me that clip. Somebody just got OR'd on what? Was that a grape or a kidnap?
On a sexual assault case in LA, the guy got an OR.
Okay, let me tell you something, Slim. Back in 2023, because I was watching this closely, and I remember in September it was supposed to kick in that it's like you can't bond out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be up to the judge discretion. Right. But even then, it didn't kick in even after that.
No, it didn't.
But later on it did. So when I had my situation back in August and when I just went to jail,
right?
Okay, when I got to Inglewood Police Station, I thought they was just messing with me, because they familiar with me and they didn't give me a bond.
Right.
So when I went to court, they just gave me an OR.
Right.
But let me tell you, my dad, he an old convict jailbird type dude, and he voted to I wanted to vote that we be able to bond out. He went against that, and he explained to me, he said, bro, if you take the bonds away, it'd be more ORs.
Right.
I'm like, and Lord behold, I went there, you know what I'm saying, for whatever I went there for, and they gave me I was shocked, because I was going to get out anyway, because I was going to make bond once they gave me one, but they gave me an OR. So now you got this dude winning 100. Oh, these OR, he got to get an OR for that. Oh, he been in the pen. But you got this dude that's I'm telling you, they giving out ORs crazy.
No, I got an OR though. I had an OR too.
Sexual assault is out on the OR.
No, I had an OR even like this, like even with that case, right? I supposed to get ready to bail out. I was gonna bail out or whatever. They OR me immediately. They OR me because it's a gun case. They like, this is a gun case.
Right. That's what I got.
Yeah, it's a gun case. They OR me. Like, boom.
They're OR in a lot of cases.
Because first of all, the county jail is full.
I was just joking about getting an OR on murder.
No,
I don't think you can get an OR on murder.
No, not gonna happen.
That's what they hold the spaces for the murders and the heavy crimes like that. Like I'm saying, like the murders and the assault with deadly weapons and all that.
But the OR thing came for, it was a lawsuit because they saying people is bailing out because they got the money to do it, and some people they can't get out, and because they poor, they ain't got no money.
Right.
So it was like a lawsuit. They was suing because of that, and that's what made them put it on the ballot about that.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but people is just idiots, bro. They on the internet trying to expose people. They don't know what they talking about. I'm not the typical gangbangers. I'm not a dummy. You know what I'm saying?
People just idiots.
No, for real. And it's getting stupid, bro. Like,
I feel you. Real talk.
I'm like, man, bro.
Okay, well, if David does get caught, he's not
charged.
Caught. He's definitely not going to get it. He's definitely not going to get an OR on this case.
No, for sure, not OR.
Yeah.
Alex said caught. You think he's going to run that?
He already said it.
Well, I think he's out of state. I don't think he's in Cal. I think he went back to Texas, but nobody's seen him in days.
Right.
And he's done the right thing by keeping his mouth shut. He ain't been getting in front of the camera, trying to claim his innocence.
Right.
I ain't got nothing to do with this.
Right.
His lawyer said, don't say nothing, and he's listening to his lawyer's advice.
And that's why he go come out victorious.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
But hold on, what state is he originally from? He originally from here?
He's from Texas.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, he at home then.
Yeah.
That ain't out of the ordinary.
No, because his family lives there.
Okay.
He's trying to stick to Mexico.
His mom and dad live over there.
Try to get off.
He gonna do reverse coyotes.
I think he gonna be charged on this, but I think he gonna be all right though. At the end,
I just think if he gonna be charged, bro, it came quicker. Like that's just all I'm keep saying. Like it just I don't know. This case is weird.
Well, I think they're just trying to be careful because they don't want to mess up a high profile case.
But even if we want to be careful, we still can snatch and we still can do this and that, put pressure. So did he go to the grand jury already?
The grand jury has already just finished.
For David?
For David, yeah.
So they indicting?
We don't know yet. They're going to make a decision.
All right.
So the prosecution's going to make a decision on it.
All right. We're going to see David.
A grand jury just sound like a fancy preliminary.
Yeah.
No, for sure. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Exactly what it is.
And sometimes they have more,
Bonding over.
You know how some jurors are trials have 12 jurors.
Right.
Sometimes a grand jury could have like 20 jurors or 24 jurors. It could be more than 12.
Okay.
People listening. Yeah. So it's up to them to say yay or nay. They recommend whether they think there's enough to charge, and then it goes to the DA.
Okay.
Hey, so these grand jury transcripts ain't been made public yet?
Oh, that's interesting. I don't know if they made them public. Yeah.
That's after. That's gonna be after, don't it?
Sometimes the grand jury transcripts can become public as soon as the indictment.
We had
after they indict them already. Yeah, because they can't do it before they indict them.
Because right now it's like under a seal.
Exactly.
It's like
it's a sealed indictment.
So it'll become unsealed at some point.
It's an unsealed indictment, exactly.
And then hopefully we'll get those transcripts. But I got a couple clips here about this D4vd case, the David case. We're gonna go to. Let's play clip number 1 is going to be an interview with private investigator, Mr. Fisher, who was hired. This guy was hired by the owner of the house that David was renting in Hollywood Hills.
Right.
He was renting that house for $20,000 a month, by the way.
Damn.
Yeah, $20,000 a month.
Getting chilly.
Yeah. It's a nice house, but $20,000 a month?
Damn.
So he was renting this house for $20,000 a month. And the owner of the house hired this private investigator named Steve Fisher just to find out. The owner wants to know what the hell happened in my house because he don't know, the owner.
That sounds tricky too.
He just knows that this singer was renting my house out.
That sounds tricky, bro.
He was paying my top dollar rent.
Why you say it sounds tricky?
Because the owner, I own a house. This don't have nothing to do with me. But just because I own the house, I want to get a private investigator.
Wait, so if you own some property that you rented out to somebody and they end up doing some dirt in it, you don't want to know what the hell they did in your house?
No, I'm saying, if the police investigate the dirt, let the police investigate the dirt. I'm not finna go get a private investigator to try to find some information. Man,
well, because the police are investigating whether or not someone was murdered, right? their investigation is quite different from, I want to know what happened in this house, right?
Listen, as long as I rent this house.
Yeah.
If I ain't damaging the house, you don't have to know what's going on in this house.
You don't care, right?
you don't supposed, but that's what it is, because you rent somebody's house, bro.
But
That's like somebody, somebody, a husband getting in a fight, and I own the house, so I want to get involved in y'all.
Okay, check this out though. Let's say
argue with my wife.
When you sell a house, if any sort of crime happened in the house, you have to tell that to the new owners, like the person you're selling. Or they need to know that.
Or if anybody died there.
Or if anyone died in the house, any sort of crime, you have to have. Maybe that's the reason why they did that, because at some point, it's the law that you divulge that to whoever you selling the house to.
But that owner hired a private investigator to figure out what he wanted to know. That didn't mean he had to hand that over to the detectives, which he did though.
Yeah, he did do.
He could have did that for his own knowledge.
He did give some information.
Exactly, because I tell you what, he be doing a little more. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
All right, let's play.
He want to be famous.
Let's play clip number 1, please.
I'm joined once again by veteran private investigator Steve Fisher, who has been on this story really since almost the very beginning, uncovered a ton of leads, clues, evidence, been in Los Angeles, breaking new developments all along. So Steve, it's good to see you tonight. You were hired by the owner of the home that David was renting, and you actually went inside the home. What sort of was there any potential evidence? Did you see anything that really stood out to you?
Yeah, well, so we announced previously that we found a burn cage incinerator there for one. And another thing I can tell you tonight is that along with that, we found a chainsaw, brand new. It was with the incinerator. And there's no purpose for a chainsaw to be at this rental house. They're certainly not in charge of, trimming the trees or anything. So, we can't say exactly, it was unused, just like the incinerator, but I think, it could go to show some intent of what this plan was, because whatever happened here, like it wasn't a finalized plan, she was not meant to be left in that Tesla on Bluebird Avenue. And so, the plan got upended.
Yeah, and I want to ask you about the burn box in a second. I think that's what is that what you called it, a burn box?
Burn cage.
Burn cage, yeah. Okay. But first of all, I want to get to the chainsaw, because I don't think I've heard that before, that there was a chainsaw inside the home. Where was it?
It was in the garage, and it had not been used. It still had the protective shield over the chain itself. But, there it is with a burn cage, and you got to wonder what this plan was, or what the plan could have been, and it's troubling, because there's really no, just like the burn cage, there's no purpose for that house,
So the chainsaw, he was renting the house, correct? Because it's the owner who hired you?
Yeah, actually he wasn't. It was Josh Marshall, his manager. The owner, one of the reasons I got hired is because the owner was trying to figure this out. He didn't know who David was. He had never heard of David before. He thought Josh Marshall was living in the house with his family.
And did the owner confirm that the chainsaw was not his?
Yes, it's definitely not the owner's. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just thinking, I've rented a lot of houses, why you would have a chainsaw in the middle of LA when you're renting a house. I'm just trying to think of like a reason for that. It seems kind of strange.
Yeah, it is strange because, first of all, to use a chainsaw takes a little bit of training not to hurt yourself. And listen, they're not responsible for any of that, taking care of the, outside the property or anything. So what is the purpose? And then when you couple it with not just the incinerator, but now a deceased, 14-year-old in a Tesla that's been parked at that property, it becomes really troubling. And, hopefully there's going to be some justice here soon. It's been going on a long time.
Yeah, it seems like it's really dragged on. In terms of the burn cage, I'm not really familiar with that. What is it? Describe to me, what is a burn cage?
So it's literally...
That's what I was about to ask. What's a burn cage?
Okay, so I'm not familiar with burn cages either. So I just looked it up. It's a portable, often foldable stainless steel square or rectangular container with perforated sides designed for safer and more efficient backyard burning of yard waste, cardboards, leaves, branches, twigs, documents. So it's basically a metal box that you can fold, and then you can flatten it and for storage purposes, and you can just burn stuff in it in your backyard that you're trying to get rid of. I would think this is not safe in a lot of neighborhoods. I don't think you can burn leaves and wood and twigs in LA in your backyard, because it's a pollution type thing too.
Okay, and the second thing, the owner said he didn't think David was living there. He thought the manager, Marsh or whatever his name was living there. And did I hear wrong? Marsh got the private investigator, not the owners.
No, Josh Marshall is David's manager.
And he got the private investigator, not the owner.
No, the owner got the private investigator. Josh Marshall is David's manager. You know how some of these artists, your manager's going to do all your work for you. He's going to get your lease and sign it off. So I can understand why the owner didn't know David was living in there. But I'm sure the John Marshall, the manager, must have said something. You know, this is from one of my artists.
And the chainsaw wasn't used that they found.
Yeah.
But he do dark type music, so they could probably use that as a prop in his videos.
Could have been. It could have been. Here's my thing: if you're gonna move out, David moved out once the LAPD raided and spent the whole day in there, and then the next day David moved out. If he moved out, why would he leave these things behind? Right? Why wouldn't he just take?
It just sounds. I don't know. To me, it sounds crazy.
It sounds like this investigator is trying to set him up.
Exactly, bro. That's what I'm getting at, bro.
He's trying to put a case on
David.
David.
He's like, why would this be there?
That's not his job.
Why would that's you supposed to be getting the facts and facts only, not try to add stuff together. You just grab the facts.
Yeah, this investigator looks like he's trying to put a case on David.
He's trying to write a book.
Okay, and then the owner said it wasn't they, because I know owners will leave stuff there that don't and store it on their property, even though it ain't. You know what I'm saying? They don't live there, but they still store stuff in their garage.
Yeah, but that was one of the questions. Did that belong to the owner?
And he said no.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he allowed to burn something. You could probably burn.
But you know that this would definitely be evidence that the prosecution would love to put in front of a jury.
Yeah.
This man had a chainsaw
unused
and a burn thing in his garage.
Yeah, but it's unused though. So that.
Do we all agree that looks bad though?
The way he's trying to put it, the burn thing, the way he putting it is like, yeah, man, it's ugly. It's ugly.
And then, but your lawyer got to counter if he was suspicious of anything, why he just didn't take it with him? Why would he leave it? Like Alex said.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I just sound crazy, bro. Like they was trying to make this Hollywood plays and stuff. Like to me, I don't know why. I just think that like it's a little girl life that's gone. So you know what I'm saying. That part is like, but it's like this Hollywood is too much. It'd be too much, bro.
I want to know for sure if the owner said that wasn't their chainsaw. That's what I want to know because, like a house that me and my mom stayed in years ago, we was standing there at least like 8 years, and then the owner knocked on the door and hollered at my mama and went in the attic and came down with some guns. My mama cursed him smooth out because she's like, if the police would have came in here, put that on my sons, you wouldn't have claimed it. That been there for years. You know what I'm saying? My house ain't been raided all that. And they ain't going no attics or nothing. Like, I'm like, this fool went up there and got some guns out of the attic. And we've been living here for years. But man, David got this case, even if they do, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, real talk, it's too much in this case.
Not inconsistencies, but it ain't like nail in a coffin type.
Facts.
All right, I got a clip too that's going to talk more about the grand jury and the possible charges of murder in this case. Play clip number 2, please.
Hey guys, Jackson Buai here with TMZ with a huge update. I think the update that everybody has been waiting for regarding the David case in the murder of Celeste Rivas Hernandez. Now, we released a video about a week ago giving you guys an update. A lot of people in the comments thought that this was more of a recap than an update. We think we gave you guys a lot of updates, but feel free to dispute that in the comments. For those who didn't see the video, I'll give you a quick recap right now. We spoke about Robert Morganroth, who is the general manager of Mogul Vision, which is David's music label. He was also the president of Zara Brothers Travel LLC. Now, we spoke about his testimony before the grand jury in the courtroom. We have some producers who were in the hallway outside of that courtroom who caught some conversation between Morganroth and his lawyer. Morganroth told his lawyer that the judge inside of that courtroom was questioning him on why he didn't call the police. Now, we can only guess what the judge was asking him about, but we can conjecture that it was Celeste Rivas and why he didn't call the police regarding something that had to do with the events leading up to her death. Now, what we also want to confirm, which is not the update we want to give you, Robert Morganroth is a suspect. There is a much bigger update here that I'll get into in a second. We also spoke about an uncooperative witness who was to be arrested due to not showing up for her testimony. We also spoke about David's midnight trip to a highly remote area in Santa Barbara, which is significant because the police classified this as evidence. Now, what that has to do with the murder of Celeste itself, we have no idea, but an interesting topic to know. Now, the update we want to give today marks a significant turning point in the death of Celeste Rivas. We think it's the biggest update that we've given yet. Now, this update is regarding the grand jury. Now, about a month ago, we here at TMZ reported that this was an investigative grand jury to uncover unknown facts, to identify suspects, and also identify a potential crime in this case. Now, investigative grand juries can be useful to subpoena uncooperative witnesses and force them to testify in front of the grand jury. The public hated the idea of an investigative grand jury because an investigative grand jury carries a connotation that they aren't clear on who committed the murder or what crime was committed exactly. Today, however, we've learned that this was not an investigative grand jury. This was a grand jury, period. And that is pretty significant because a grand jury hands down indictments where an investigative grand jury does not. And we've been told by multiple sources that authorities and the prosecutor, Beth Silverman, believes that David was involved in Celeste Rivas' death. So what does this mean for David? Well, it likely means that he is going to be indicted on the murder of Celeste Rivas. We don't know what the charges are going to be exactly. However, we do think that this is going to be a significant turning point, like I said earlier, in the case. We have people down there around the courtroom who have overheard people in the hallways talking about how they're going to hear witnesses in February of next year. So don't expect an indictment to be handed out straight away, but still a very significant piece of news regarding the case. Guys, my name is Jackson Buhai. Let me know what you want to hear about next in the comment section below, and I will see you on the next one.
Okay.
He about to ask some co-defendants.
Looks like Robert Morganroth, who was the road manager,
right?
About
suspect.
He was called to this grand jury, and we don't know what he said or what his involvement is, but the judge was, and the prosecutors were mad at him.
Right. Why you
didn't call the police?
Right.
Hold on. Didn't we cover this, Alex?
Yeah, we
He
did.
said something like that ain't his job or something.
He was heard on a phone call or with his lawyer in the hallway saying that he didn't think it was his responsibility to call the police. So we don't know what he saw. Remember, I was asking you, it depends on what he saw. You know, what if he saw them rolling her up and carrying her to the trunk of a car? Is a witness to that obligated to tell the police what he saw? Technically, no. You're not obligated to assist in any investigation.
I don't know.
But of course, it's gonna look bad on you.
Listen, I'm not telling you nothing.
Hey man, sheesh. Hey, but he about to have a co-defendant for sure. It might be Ross and David on the case together.
Hey, what should Robert Morganroth have done when he was subpoenaed to that grand jury?
Plead the fifth.
He should have pled the fifth
because he indirectly or directly involved.
Yeah, because even if but even if he's innocent, this dude might be completely innocent.
Hey, once he got his own definition for the fifth.
Morganroth might be 100% innocent of anything to do with Celeste Rivas, but because he went up there and thought he could answer those questions, now he's a suspect.
Damn.
Yeah, but having knowledge of a crime is a crime.
No, it's not.
That's how they came up with conspiracies.
Conspiracy means you're part of the plan.
Plan of crime.
But they'll loop you in, bro. Just having knowledge.
Well, if you're not pleading your fifth, you're definitely gonna get looped in.
Yeah,
that's why the Fifth Amendment is so important for someone like Robert Morganroth. He should have went up there and said, "I plead the fifth, Your Honor." Do you know anything about Celeste Rivas? I plead the fifth, Your Honor. Do you know David? I plead the fifth. Do you work for David? I plead the fifth. It's over with.
I'm a bad witness. I just go up there and blow it up.
Now you're up there trying to answer questions.
I'm gonna blow it up.
You're answering all these questions, and then
I'm gonna blow it up. It's crazy. I'm gonna blow it up.
Look, Morganroth went up there and answered all these questions, and he walked out of there as a suspect.
That's what I'm saying.
I would have blow it up from the beginning.
What you mean blow it up?
I'm not a good witness. Like I've done it before. I've been subpoenaed for somebody that shot me.
I'm not a good witness. It's crazy.
Get him from up there. Like I'm just not. Like, I'm gonna just blow it up.
And then there's an unnamed person that sounds like they're a suspect as well.
Yeah,
because they didn't come to court.
Yeah,
a female.
See, that person should have came to court and pled the fifth.
But she probably know what's going on. She probably she probably trying to get out of here.
Yeah.
I wonder who the female is. They said it's a female. I wonder like what's her relationship to whoever.
Munchie probably already know her.
He crazy. I don't want to know her. Yo, dog.
Hey, if I'm David, I'm gonna be mad at my road manager for answering them questions. You should have just pled the fifth.
They all squares.
Or I was gone and the road manager knew I was there.
But if he gone, the road manager gone because he on the road with him. But they squares. They not savvy with the law. They don't know just to shut up or don't. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Don't be compliant.
Yeah, a lot of people are still learning this because they're young. David has just barely turned 20.
Yeah, I think 20, 21.
Especially if you ain't been in no trouble with the law.
He was born in 05, so yeah, he
20.
Damn, that was yesterday.
05, nigga.
05?
Yeah, and the girl Celeste was born in 2010.
Damn, 2010.
2010. She was 14 in that trunk.
14 in that trunk.
I was on Bush in 2010, and she was just being born.
Yeah, and my son was born. One of my sons was born the same year as David. 2005.
My first one was born in 2006.
Mine was too.
Hey, that's incredible. He was born in 2005, and he's a multi-millionaire.
Yeah, all of I think.
And he's been like that for the last 2 or 3 years.
For social media though, right?
Since he was 17. He
blew
up off of TikTok.
Yeah, TikTok. That's what I'm saying. TikTok
blew him up.
Blew him up. Yeah,
he's a millionaire.
Yeah, he
paying $20,000 a month for rent.
Straight up, TikTok served him.
And none of us heard of him before this incident.
Never heard of the dude. My daughter told me she was listening to his music on her playlist, but didn't know his name.
Right.
She didn't know David.
Yeah.
She just knew the songs.
Right.
And she liked the songs. A lot of people love his music.
Yeah, I know some people that they say listen to his music. They say the way you said 4DX. That's how they say it. They don't say David. They say D4I whatever.
D4vd.
Hey, but check it out, Slim. Things don't be aging well because he got a song called "Romantic Homicide."
Right, I heard that.
Talking about killing his lover, putting her in the trunk.
Yeah, exactly.
It ain't gonna age well.
And listen, but thing is, what this? The man getting money. The man getting money. He doing his thing. He made the song, and somebody do that to you know what I'm saying? Put the pressure on him.
I don't think that song could be used against him in this case.
Okay.
Nah, California has a new law about your music, your artistry, your lyrics can only be used against you if it's directly related to the crime you're charged with.
That is directly, it describes the crime.
No, he shot this video 2 years before the crime.
Oh, yeah.
So there's no way it's linked.
Yeah.
So what you saying, so the song will have to be made after?
Yeah.
It has to be, like, I'll give you an example. There was the dudes did PPP fraud. Whole lot of PPP fraud. Then they did a music video rapping about the PPP fraud that they did, showing this checks in the video.
This nigga is slow, bro. People is slow.
That's retarded.
That is
so
slow, bro.
Basically, with this, like the crime will have to be done, then the song will have to be made, not prior. I mean, not before.
Well, you can do a song before. Let's say the song before is directly linked to the crime after.
Okay.
But this is he did this song, I believe, 2 years ago, 2023.
So
how can this song be related to what happened to Celeste?
Because he was thinking about that. That's fantasy.
Well, if you're the prosecutor, that's what you're gonna say, right?
I ain't a prosecutor. Don't do that. Don't do that, bro.
No. Hypothetically. No, sometimes I put myself.
I was talking.
I hope the DA ain't
I was talking. Bro.
No, you right.
I hope the DA watch this.
Look.
Oh my goodness.
You guys are right.
Alex, did this Rap News Street Politics say that?
What?
That he got people on the federal with the cases?
I talked to the dude, and he said that he made a mistake.
I'm saying,
Yeah, he
all right, make sure
Because Street TV ain't never been used in no cases.
all right, I'm making sure because I don't want to be used, Alex.
I've never been mentioned in any of these RICO cases or these federal indictments. Never.
I'm pleading the fifth.
And he agreed. He agreed.
Yeah, he
No,
tapped in.
But I said the way that you said it like you thought maybe I was right.
No,
The way he said it.
I came up here after that.
Okay.
We talked about
Yeah,
it.
that's right. You was here on that
I'm
episode.
just talking. I'm just making. I'm just talking
No,
stuff.
that was a great episode we did that time.
Yeah, that was that's one of my favorite channels too, though.
Hey,
Oh,
but
for sure.
But
You
you
see what I
guys,
say when he just did?
you guys brought up a great point. Even though this video and this music is 2 years before the crime,
Right.
the prosecutor's going to try to argue that it's directly linked.
Right. That's like a fantasy.
Right.
Ooh, that's cold if they go like that. Fantasy type.
I think they
I
think
He in this type of world.
Yeah.
He's a fantasizer in there.
I think this song could be used. I believe so.
Yeah, but I think his defense attorneys are going to argue like, absolutely not. This song is 2 years old. There's no mention of Celeste.
Well, listen, we talking about the defense attorneys and all that. Man, this man ain't even got charged yet.
Yeah, but the way TMZ is saying is coming.
TMZ been sentenced for 4 months.
TMZ interviewed Loose Cannon. I lost faith in them.
Yeah.
But shout out TMZ, man.
But
TMZ
has been the #1 media on top of D4vd, David, and then Long Crime has been on top of it. Those two, if you just go to Long Crime
That's one thing, yeah.
and then TMZ, you're going to get everything you need to know about David.
Right.
And for the most part, TMZ gets it like 98% right. Most of
Right.
I mean, we all gonna mess up sometimes.
No, for sure.
Overstood.
You got that.
And I understand how they got sucked into this fake canon, Termaine.
That was a mistake.
You know, he got indicted with one of the famous Crips in L.A.
Right.
So that kind of elevated
that's
him.
when Big U's son got killed. That's when he was on it.
Right. He talking about he broke the news to him and cried with him.
Yeah, man. This man.
Come on,
They're
man.
not even on the same floor.
That baby lying like Jesus.
No, I just assume that TMZ is tapped into all this metaverse talk, and they know the dude is a pathological liar.
Nah, they too high up on the pedestal to worry about him.
Man, I just assume,
They too high up there to worry about nothing. Nah.
Yeah,
They didn't get the memo.
Nah, for sure they ain't get the memo about that man.
yeah, we ain't gonna hold that against y'all TMZ.
But they did get the memo. You know why?
What's that?
Because then they said that with the boy the boy that Ellie Winslow, when they did the Ellie Winslow thing too.
What happened with him? The dude that messed the gender?
Yeah, remember he said that he seen Ellie Winslow give a head or something like that. He give a head to somebody, and they asked him about what Luz Kenny said.
Oh, you talking about the dad?
But they didn't.
Yeah, right.
They never.
Oh, that's
concluded,
that was Carl Winslow.
They never concluded that he was lying, though, right? Did they conclude that fake Cannon was lying?
He said, but the man said, I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh yeah. Oh, he did say that.
Yeah, he like what?
Oh, okay. I never.
You know, Loose Cannon, like who was that?
Yeah.
I just assume everything he says is a lie.
It got to be.
I assume everything he says is a lie. He
Yeah.
said he slapped the boy Jayo Felony.
Come on, yeah, exactly.
Jayo was
man.
pissed off.
Yeah, he was pissed off.
Jayo got in his car and drove to the city. He was
Right.
mad.
Jayo came straight to Street TV to challenge anything that fake Cannon had to say.
Nah, real talk. I ain't gonna lie. Jayo, I remember I first met Jayo. Jayo crazy. Real talk.
I could tell.
Jayo crazy.
Yeah.
Little nigga, he crazy, bro.
I could tell he was calling around about me over a diss song. I'm like, wow, I thought he was an MC. I thought
he tripping.
He's supposed to be thick skinned.
Hey, so Jayo dropped 2 diss tracks for Munchie, huh?
He used the same beat, but he just switched it up. He said, I did my homework now.
Yeah, I think the second one sounded a little better than the first one.
Yeah, this one. So that's for toot that thing.
Yeah, took that thing, but he had Adam in there. Took that thing good for Adam 22. Took that thing good for no jumper Adam 22. I'm like, man, this dude.
Oh, God, this is crazy.
It's all good. I'm a good sport. I'm back at you with it, though.
That's good. That's good. You know what I'm saying? That's good.
Shout out Hoodie Hood. I'm going to get your homie. Hoodie Hood.
That's my boy, man. That's my boy.
Keep it on the wax.
Keep it on wax.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Not for sure.
It's all good on everything.
No, that's how I met Hoodie Hood through Jayo Felony. I pulled up in Dago one day to interview Jayo Felony, and he was in a group of dudes from 40s, and Hoodie Hood was in the back there, quiet.
You interviewed, dude?
I didn't. Well, eventually I developed a relationship with him.
I remember that. I seen him on an interview when Tony got shot and stuff.
Yeah, I think I interviewed him, I don't know, a year after or maybe 6 months after I met him with Jayo Felony.
Right.
We was in the trenches too.
Yeah, I was right there. I was on the same block.
And what was interesting about that first Jayo Felony interview I did with the 40s is that they was posted up with some Mexicans from Market Street. And the San Diego blacks and Mexicans,
they cool.
They kick it. They cool.
So
yeah.
every hood, blacks got a Mexican hood attached to them.
Hey, you know what I'm realizing?
You know what I'm saying?
It's just L.A. that has this Mexican black tension. I mean,
No,
the Valley.
Well, I'm just saying. Let's say L.A. County. When you go to these other cities, especially the Bay Area, they cool.
Yeah, the Bay Area, they cool.
San Diego, they cool. Is there any other cities outside of L.A. where blacks and Mexicans have friction?
Yeah, of course.
Where?
It's the cities. The black and Mexicans have friction. You know what I'm saying? It's like that. Even it's like when they get into it, it's not, but like not like us. We do more. We war.
Yeah.
They really just like they go through things. You know what I'm saying?
But people always want to point out the black and brown conflict, but they don't point out the black and brown hoods that rock together, like Watts Body or
Grapes, yeah.
The 20 Blackstones and the Harpies, and you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like it's 18 and a lot of Crip hoods. Like 18th Street's rock with a lot of these Crip hoods. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know about that.
Oh, in Inglewood, the IVCs and 18th Streets is.
Yeah, Inglewood. But the ones over here in LA, they be gear gang killer and they're blood killer.
Right. So
they Crip killer and blood killer over here.
Man, but it's you got some Mexican hoods that rock with black hoods, bro.
No, for sure.
What about
start highlighting that, bro? Everybody want to, you know what I'm saying?
I think the ATCs is cool with the Harlems.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah.
ATCs,
Yeah, the Harlems call them another 30 creation. They got a little nickname for them and all that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they mess with them tough.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Street villains in the 40s.
Okay.
They've been in the 40s forever. The dark side.
Yeah, you know, back in the day, there used to be some 18th Streets where the Street Villains is at now. There was 18th Streets because there was a building on King that got demolished. They put car dealership and some other stuff over there.
Oh, you talking about Hoover?
Yeah, by Hoover.
Right.
There used to be at 18th Street. They called them King Boulevard gangsters.
Oh yeah. I know that King Boulevards though.
They got played out though.
Yeah, they did.
And then Street Villains.
They used to be right there by the McDonald's and all that when I was younger too though. Like McDonald's and all that right there on King.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right over there.
Right, yeah, they used to be all right there.
And then Street Villains just came out of nowhere and just took over.
Yeah.
And then they became Street Villains was 18th Street Killer for a minute.
They still is.
Well, they still are, but the ones that they was killer against, they're gone.
So Street Villains took that.
Yeah, they took that.
But see, the thing is that they still see with the gangs like that, what they do is they take this part. So now this part, now they're gonna start. That's 43rd Street Villains.
Yeah.
Now you got some on the east side now, by the East Coasters. They get into the East Coasters and stuff. So it's different parts. You know what I'm saying? So they gonna keep they keep extending and beef with more 18th Streets and try to take different blocks over. That ain't never gonna change. Never gonna stop.
All right, so this is a area where the next story is that I wanted to talk about the shooting.
Oh yeah.
There was a shooting on an MTA bus on 39th and Normandie on the 206 bus. I got an article here. Let me just read a couple paragraphs of it. Authorities are searching for a suspect after shooting aboard a Metro bus in South LA left a man dead. According to the LAPD, the shooting was reported at 2 p.m. in the area of Normandie and 39th Street. LA Metro said a group of young men was involved in an altercation at the bus stop, which eventually spilled onto the 206 bus once the bus pulled up. While on the bus, one member of the group shot at least another individual. The man, who remains unidentified, later died. The rest of the group fled the scene before officers arrived. The suspect remains unknown. So they haven't even publicly identified the victim, and suspect is in the wind.
That's like some inside thing though.
What you mean?
If you saying we on 39th and Normandie
arguing at the bus stop.
Argue at the stop.
Yeah.
So we outside.
Yeah.
Then we get on the bus.
Yeah.
So this a person. It can't be nobody like no.
Because it would have never made it on the bus.
Come on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It never made it on the bus. It's right here. So it got on the bus like it's gonna be inside. I don't know because I don't know the people.
Yeah.
But it's just the way it sounds. You know what I'm saying? Getting towards the people. You know what I'm saying? Then it's like boom. Then they all get off on the bus right again.
So the victim that got on the bus at 39th and Normandie probably didn't think it was going to go up like that, right?
Especially not on the bus.
He probably thought it was over with. Whatever that was happening at the bus stop, that person that got on, that got shot, probably thought it was over with.
But you know that's like that middle. That's like the middle ground too, right there. As I'm thinking about it, because on 38th and all that, especially on Normandie, that's what the fruit towns be right there. Is that all that right there? So I'm just thinking right now, like
borderline harder.
Huh?
What you saying? Borderline.
Yes, borderline like the 39th and Normandie. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like it could be something like it could be because it's people that be.
It's a chance that these are all Latinos too, though.
Okay,
we don't know. They're just not identifying nothing.
So Latino, that's they crazy.
So
ATC.
Yeah, that's ATC area, right?
The 206 go through your community, so you rode that bus a few times.
Of course.
Growing up.
What? That's my baby.
You ever had any interactions with enemigos on the bus?
Yeah. 206 Normandie, we Normandie, so the 8-tray gangsters, you know what I'm saying, coming. We got the different lanes, and then we at the little stop, the 206 go to Vermont, and they go to the stop right there, and go to the Green Line station.
Right.
So it we have a lot. It's, you know what I'm saying, go through the Hoovers.
So it goes all the way down to Imperial.
It goes to Imperial. Yeah. You go to Imperial, and it bounce back, turn back around, come back that way.
I rode the bus a lot as a young person, right? So what y'all say is the most dangerous bus line?
The most dangerous bus line?
I used to ride the bus, and I never went to school by my house.
I would say Crenshaw bus, because the hoods, like Western, you're gonna run into a lot of homies.
Right.
Vermont, you're gonna run to Hoovers, and it's like you know what you're going to, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Normally you get gangsters. So, but like Crenshaw, it's a gang of different stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's different stuff. It's different, you know what I'm saying? It's 40s, then you go to 60s, then gangsters, then y'all. And Crenshaw, I think, is way more, even when going back towards the gear gangs, and the West Boulevards and all that type of stuff, it's a lot. It's a lot of different things on Crenshaw.
Yeah, that 210 bus.
That's a lot.
I grew up on that 210 bus.
That's a lot.
And I used to take it all the way to Hollywood. I used to go to Hollywood High.
Well, the 40 bus was even dangerous.
Hey, but you know what?
Which bus is that one?
That's the one going Crenshaw, but it turns on King and goes Broadway. And
you're talking about that bus goes east and west.
But
the 40.
On the 40 go north and south.
It goes both ways.
It goes both ways.
It goes both, because it starts on Broadway, then it comes, then go down King, then it go on Crenshaw. Boom.
Okay, I don't know if they stop releasing people all through the middle of the night at the county jail, but that bus run all night. So people will be walking to the bus, get on the bus from the county jail and get on here. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, I'm not hopping on that 40 bus.
I'm going to say the Western bus is the most active bus line because, one, it runs faster and it runs longer through the night than any of the other buses. You could actually catch the 207 at 1 a.m.
But I ain't gonna lie, but Western, I really have Western bus. I really have problems with. Like, maybe because I wouldn't go too far. You know what I'm saying? You got to go to Western. You got to go really like to the 20s, and you got to go deep. You know what I'm saying? Down. Like, you know what I'm saying? I really didn't go that far. I didn't really go past Jefferson. Really, you know what I'm saying? So.
Because that Western goes to the 8-tray 60s on both sides there.
No, for sure, dude.
And then it goes into.
But the thing is, like, on the 8-tray part, it's 8-tray gangsters hood. But it just being on Western, like certain people they be on these blocks. Like, yes, it go through my hood, but I'm hanging on this. You know what I'm saying? Like, you will see 8-trays. It's a lot of shopping center stuff. You see them, but it's like they hanging inside. They on Normandie. You know where like the 8-trays at for sure. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm gonna say this for sure, and it is way better now because everything is watered down. My homies made that 115 bus unsafe for years. Like,
what's that? That's
going down Manchester.
Oh yeah, no, that's I ain't never do that bus. I ain't never cut a bus day in my life.
What? Oh well, that's horrible because you going from the Hoovers to the 8-trays to the families, like they go all through there. That's just a horrible bus ride for somebody that's, you know what I'm saying?
Right. I would never catch that bus, bro. That bus, that's the bus I can't catch.
Now, this situation, and most buses today have cameras on the inside, and it has cameras that record the outside.
Right.
So I don't know. This situation happened several days ago, and it's a little surprising that no suspects.
Because they probably got a suspect, but they want to, you know what I'm saying? They probably on top of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's hard to do a shooting on a bus.
No, for sure. Like when we was younger, it was stuff that happened like that. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? Like me and Munchie just was speaking on some stuff earlier, and so it's stuff like happened. I didn't witness stuff like that. We didn't have different things on the bus. My homie got shot on the bus. You know what I'm saying?
The cameras were always on the bus when you guys got on the buses, huh?
Shit, huh?
Because when I was on the bus, there were no cameras.
No cameras.
Okay.
I knew what camera was until I got up probably like 2006 or something like that. Cameras.
But that Green Line train was like, for me, like that's probably like the most dangerous. You know what I'm saying? Like that green and that blue line.
The green line.
You talking about the Long Beach line?
The blue line is
crazy.
Line
is the worst.
Blue line the
Long Beach line is the worst.
What you mean the Long Beach line?
The blue line.
They actually call it the A line now. They changed it.
A, B, C
and
now.
And then they connected the old gold line that goes to Pasadena, and now that's connected to the Long Beach line. It takes you all the way to.
So it goes all the way to the what's the A? Azusa.
I think it's they combined the Pasadena line.
All that together. It's all to
the blue line.
Yeah, to Azusa.
Yes, and they call it the A line now.
A line.
But I was taking that A line or the blue line to Cal State Long Beach when I was teaching there. I took it for 1 semester because they gave us an incentive. They wanted us to use public transportation, and we got it for free. And that is the worst line ever.
I used to love it.
Ever.
I used to love it.
I used to think I'm going to get some work done on here. I'm going to read some stuff. I'm going to read a couple books.
That's out.
Man, you got to be on alert on that.
That's out. I used to love it. I ain't going to lie. We used to go cart to cart.
Because it's going through Watts, Willowbrook, Compton, the whole east side, the low bottoms.
All that.
Man.
Firestone.
We go to Florence Station. That's where the product. Oh my goodness!
I don't think there's nothing that compares to that line. That's the king of drama on that line.
Sure.
Guess what? Now they got this K line going straight down Crenshaw.
I don't think that's the.
Huh? I'm not stopping on Hyde Park in Crenshaw.
I've taken that line a few times. That's the one that
But I'm just saying. But today, like so,
I would have never got on it.
My thing is today. I'm saying today, it's more safe. They got police on everything. They got securities. They got people that they own it all day long. So it's like they be at the stations, sitting at stations. So it's more safe like right now than when we growing up, bro. We growing up, yeah, of course. I wouldn't even, boy.
I just took the train this morning, and as soon as I got off my stop, 2 LAPD officers walked on it. The train stopped for about a minute, and then I saw them walk back off, and the train left.
They gonna look, yeah.
Yeah, they just. I guess they just peeping.
That's what they do. That's what they do.
In.
Yeah, that's what they do.
Yeah,
they do that.
See, Dan, I feel uncomfortable just being on the train with a burner now. So I'm all bad. Like I can't. It's either the ops or damn if I'm just get a car.
Now I've never seen that
line or something.
I've never seen the police really sweat people on the train.
No, they'll fuck with you, but only person that's trying to sweat you if the person coming through asking for tickets or asking for stuff, and you gonna have it or whatever.
Or the homeless guy that don't want to get off.
Right.
But if you just sitting on there minding your business, they're not saying let's go.
I got scared of the train. I ain't gonna lie. When I got in prison, I was doing all that stuff. I got scared of that stuff, bro. That fentanyl stuff was out, bro. I've seen like 4 people go on the train. Like I'm like, damn. And I'm going to work, and they're stopping the train. The train got to stop, and I'm really mad. But this man is dead, and I'm hot though.
Because
I'm late to work. Like I'm like, damn, I can't be doing this, man. That's messed up. Like that's cold.
Man, I don't know.
No, that K line is cool. That's the one that goes to the airport.
Yeah, no, the airport.
Yeah, goes down Crenshaw. It cuts through into like Inglewood, Westchester, and goes to the airport.
Oh, that's the one go to the. Oh,
and they connected it so it goes all the way to that last stop where you can take the shuttle to the airport. So you can go straight to the airport.
Oh, that's hard. I'm kept jumping that K line.
Yeah,
I would just feel more comfortable on the blue line or the green line, other than the K, because I'm from the west side, so.
You're right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? People care more about me.
East side people.
East side don't care.
Exactly.
They go like, oh, Jayo, what's happening?
Oh,
yeah. Much he be. But on the west side, it's gonna be different. Like, bud, I'm gonna be somewhere getting packed out on the train. So, like,
I get packed on the train. I'm too old for that shit.
Yeah, I ain't. You know what I'm saying?
Too old for that.
My mom had me and my brothers out on the bus lines and the trains early.
For real.
You know what I'm saying?
To this day, if I get, I'm jumping up and going. If I got something to do and all that, I'll be jumping up and going, bro. I don't got time, bro. I ain't never been nervous, nothing. So I'm gonna go up and go, bro. Like, don't get me wrong, I gotta be vigilant, everything I see, watching shit. But I'm out of here, bro. I ain't got time.
See, I'm saying what I'm saying at 36. See, but me at 17, 16, I probably wouldn't have cared about getting. I would have got on there. The K line.
Yeah, you would try to get on purpose.
Looking for like, you know what I'm saying. But nah, at 36, I'm like, man.
Real talk, they work.
Got time for that shit.
Real talk.
All right, man. I want to talk about this ruling. This new ruling set a new precedent in California Supreme Court that reduces restitution fees to a rate that's affordable for the defendant. And this is a Eighth Amendment issue against cruel, unusual punishment and extreme fines. And let's let the people first, before I read the article, let everybody know what restitution is like. I don't know if you guys ever got hit with restitution when you guys went to prison, but go ahead, break down what the restitution is.
The restitution is a lot of times the judge, the court, they give you fees. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes from the victim, from things you did to the victim, from just going to court. So they charge us for put us in jail, you know, type stuff.
Yeah.
And they take 55% of our money. So what it is, if you take it, if you send $100, you only get $45 of that 100. Straight up. So that's what it is. They say take 50, then it's 5%. Like the jail fee type stuff. So they gonna take 50 for the courts, and then the jail got their own $5 fee. You know what I'm saying? So they take your money, and then they hit you a lot of restitution. A lot of times they hit you a lot of restitution, bro.
So it take a minute to pay it off and get it down.
Man.
So if ODM hit the pen and he owe restitution, and I'm in the pen, I don't got no family support, he'll get a package or something sent in my name.
Right.
Some money sent in my name, because I ain't got no restitution.
Right.
You know what I mean? And
that's how you hustle, though.
He'll probably look out for me and just, and just, you know what I'm saying? So he don't get hit with the restitution.
And that's the way to try to get around it.
Right.
Yeah, but that's hustling, though. That's hustling, though,
Yeah.
for real. Because I know people that survived off that. You know what I'm saying? Just not having restitution. You know what I'm saying? At first, I didn't, mine was, I think, was like 7 bands or something. But I was
7
like,
bands?
Yeah, I'm not gonna pay it. I'm not gonna pay the restitution, like, you know what I'm saying? Whatever happened. But then I came to jail with this money. So I came to jail. So when I went to the pen, they already smacked me. They smacked me so I go to the pen. Smacked. I'm like, dang, this is my county jail money, this and that. Nah, you got restitution, this deal. Bam. So I'm like, all right, cool. So for like first, I think 5 months, 6 months, I was like packaging people's names and getting all that. And I'm like, you know what, man, I'm just gonna do it. Boom, I just paid it off. So I got 7 years, I'm gonna pay it off. Start playing.
And you paid it off before you got released?
Yeah, I paid it off like the third, like 2 years in. Yeah.
Hey, that's how they did me, bro, because I came from the county jail. When they transferred me to the penitentiary, all the money on my books from the county was gone.
Right.
I was like, oh, that's shady.
They snatch it or everything. Snatch it. I'm like, man, that's cold.
All right, let me read a couple paragraphs of this this new ruling, which is crazy. This ruling is a result of a Mexican mafia case where they challenged the restitution that they got hit with. And I guess because when you go into the penitentiary, you want all your money, right?
For sure.
And they're like, damn, they hit me up with extreme fees. So this article is called Reputed Mexican Mafia Shot Caller Wins California Supreme Court Fight Over Fines and Fees. California Civil Liberties Groups cheered a decision by the California Supreme Court that wipes out hundreds of dollars in fines for a reputed Mexican mafia member. And it says strengthens protections for indigent defendants in other cases.
Right.
This holding is a meaningful step towards the justice system that does not punish people for poverty, said Catherine Eidman of the Public Counsel, whose landmark 2019 victory set the stage for this 2025 decision. The ruling irons out recent judicial efforts to protect California convicts from what Associate Justice Goodwin Liu called cascading consequences of administrative debt. While a defendant's poverty does not make him any less subject to the punishment for violating the law, our justice system must not punish a defendant more harshly simply because he's poor. And that's pretty much what this is about. The word indigent comes up a lot in cases.
Yeah.
You know, if you claim you're indigent, then you can get your free experts.
No, that's so even in jail. So it's you got indigent kits. So it's so people that don't get the money in their books, it's a package they give you. You know what I'm saying? Only person you get the envelopes, paper, all that type of stuff. Write your family stamps, all that type of shit. Yeah.
Indigent kit, but they charge you for it. So whenever you get some money on your books, it come off
$2 or something like that.
Yeah, whatever it costs, but. I learned the word indigent going to jail.
Real talk.
Like, what is an indigent?
Real talk. Real talk.
But cruel and unusual punishment, you know what I've been waiting on as far as that? A class action suit with them juke balls, bro. Because you're not supposed to punish nobody with food.
For sure.
Like,
hey, once you started,
I might, because I'm motivated to do that, bro. Because I did a lot of whole time. And
no, for sure.
You're not supposed to punish people with food, bro.
That is crazy.
That shit is horrible.
Yeah, it's like they put all that in one. That's just, it's so.
Well, this case came out of a result of a guy named Chapo, of Jason Hernandez, out of Otay, a city called Otay. You ever heard of the city Otay?
Otay.
I haven't.
San Diego County? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He was a member of a gang called Vadio Fallbrook Locos out of Otay, San Diego County, and he became a Mexican Mafia member. He's doing like 31 years now, but he challenged it back in 2019, and then it took 6 years to get to this point where they're like, okay, either reduced restitution, or I guess in some cases you might get little to no restitution.
Right.
I was watching a video of a guy being sentenced to death here in LA, and the judge gave him $7,000 in restitution. But you're telling me you got $7,000.
Yeah.
So is it based on the crime, or how does that go? So how does a guy sentenced to death get the same amount?
Man, he already go die. You want some money out of him?
Yeah.
Crazy.
So it depends on the crime and stuff. It depends. Like, so we're doing burglaries. So, and like the property damage, you know what I'm saying, breaking windows, breaking into the houses, the safe missing, replacing of the safe, snatching stuff off their walls, you know what I'm saying, placement of the walls, so like that. So that's how I got convicted of 4 of them. So I got convicted of 4 of them. It was a window, a sliding door, busted open. There's a lot of stuff different, you know what I'm saying. It was, I think it was one of they cabinets, like old school, like an antique cabinet, whatever. They said the glass broken, all that stuff was broken on the stuff. Because when you go and doing burglaries, you just snatch the shit up, grabbing things and throwing it, you know what I'm saying? Throwing it around.
Yeah, you would think that someone that's convicted of robbery and stealing should have the lowest amount of restitution to pay, because you're out there stealing.
No, because all the stuff you stole, they want you to pay it back.
But they getting it back. Oh, no, they not.
They not.
No, they not. That's at the swap meet. Threw that on the scale already. Yeah, okay.
So now the court has to consider your inability to pay.
Oh, that's a swap meet already.
It's got to
burnt down.
It's got to consider your income. So
right.
if you claim indigent status, it doesn't go into detail about how much restitution you'll have to pay or how much it's going to be reduced. But in 2026, you wouldn't have got that $7,000.
But some of these crimes, there is no damages. Like if you pound a flock and you kick a door down and you damage the door, you break a window, okay, that's understandable. But
right.
Well, if you just took the screen off, slit the window, it wasn't no damages, you shouldn't be getting hit with no restitution. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so but the thing, how I ain't gonna lie, most of our shit because of damage, bro. Because we ain't playing. We just gonna kick the door right in, boom, 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 type stuff. You know, bust the big screen door. We just pop it. All that trying to take it off and all that. We run ransacking it.
So what do you guys think about this new ruling now about reduced restitution?
I need some money back.
Oh, you want it to go retro for old cases?
Yeah, I need my dough.
You want your 7 racks back?
And like some of it.
Yeah.
There's 2,500 of it.
Hey, I don't know if there is if that's a possibility. You might want to research
I'm
this.
trying to do that. ChatGPT.
and see if you could retroactively get back some of your money.
I need some of that.
But you was able to pay that off pretty quickly though, huh?
Yeah.
2 years.
2 years.
That's not too bad.
Ain't too bad.
Shout out, what's his name, Chapo?
Yeah, Chapo.
Shout out my brown brother Chapo for standing on business and
Right.
changed, you know what I'm saying, change that law for the convicts, you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Cause I ain't about to do this 31 years, y'all chopping me for my money.
For real.
On everything.
Well,
I wonder how much time he done put in already.
Yeah, he's been down since for almost a decade, I believe.
Okay.
And the case for the 2025 case is People vs. Cop, KOPP, where Chapo's case is mentioned in that one. But this comes from a 2019 case, People vs. Dueñas. I'm not familiar with the Dueñas case. So this is where the ball started to roll in reduced restitution. And it took 6 years to get this final ruling from the 2019 case. Because, sometimes these cases, they'll pass at a lower court. And then if it gets to a higher court, it can get thrown out.
Right.
So from 2019 to 2025, I believe this is it. This one, it went to the California Supreme Court. So this is the new ruling, reduced restitution. Because I remember I used to write letters to this dude in jail, and one day I needed him to mail me back all the discovery. I wanted all his discovery, right? So he said, hey, the discovery's heavy. I got stacks of it. It's going to cost me about $100 to mail it. I said, all right, I'll send you $100. But he was like, no. You can't send me $100 because I'm under restitution.
It's $200.
Yeah, I got to send him $200. No, I was for a minute. I'm like, you trying to hustle me, bro? So I did some research, and I was like, oh shoot, he
really like $230.
He really did have this restitution, and they were snatching his money up.
Right.
So at that time I was unfamiliar with that.
Right.
They're taking half your money.
Yeah, I was at first too. My brothers and them was in jail. But when I went to jail, I'm like, yeah, it's over with, bro. It's the restitution. I'm like, yeah, I was just happy that I went to jail with enough little money to knock a chunk out. So I'm like, all right, cool.
Yeah, and I don't understand how you get restitution for, I mean, I don't know how they calculate it, but when this dude got sentenced to death for a murder, he got 7 bands restitution.
Exactly, man.
And actually, Munchie, when the judge said 7,000 restitution, the defendant leaned over to his attorney, whispered something in his ear, like, "Are these people crazy? Like they sending me to the death row, and they still want some money out of me." So he had that look on his face, exactly what you just said.
Yeah, right. That's crazy.
That's stupid.
Yeah.
But shout out Chapo, bro. He
did it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not even familiar with Otay.
Yeah, some people say they go with them fools, and they be talking it's all type of cuts. San Diego different.
Yeah. All right. Monster Kody.
Monster Kody, man.
Monster Kody. Now, I don't think you guys ever knew Monster Kody personally, right?
I have.
Oh, you did?
I
crossed paths with him?
I crossed paths Monster Kody. My cousin, they from Avalon, and he's been South Park. And I remember just being out there, and he came across me, you know what I'm saying? He came off like, I threw him off when I told him where I was from, threw him off. Then he came back, you know what I'm saying? At the time he was in his little modes, whatever he was doing. He came back and just told me a story, bro. And I remember when I told me where I was from, he spoke of my uncle. I remember your uncle, when he told me in jail, he told 94 was 90-something, like, 90-something. He like, yeah, no, big head. He like, yeah, Allen. Yeah, I'm like, that's my uncle, bro. He like, the way he tells stories was so like intriguing. Like, yeah. I'm like, oh, he sat there for like 20 minutes, telling me a story about my uncle, bro. I was so intrigued, like, as horror. Like, the way he just speaks, like, he was just talking, I'm like, yeah.
It's like poetry or something.
Right.
He can make a murder sound beautiful. Real
talk.
Like, it's crazy.
Real talk.
Now, when he wrote his book, which is on one of my shelves over here, he wrote it in '93.
Okay.
A lot of people thought he didn't write this book because just the prose. It was just written so smoothly.
Right.
But nah, he literally hand wrote all of that, and then he would mail it to his little brother, and then his little brother took it to a literary agent. That was all his writing from the cell, in the shoe.
And it was some 83 pages. He did it on purpose and made it like, was it 383 pages or something?
You know, I never knew that to be the case, but the book is somewhere around here.
He did it all like with that.
It's right there.
You see it over here?
I think I see it. Is that it? That's the.
No, I don't think it's
that's
right.
Not it. That's not it.
Everybody coming through the juvenile hall system came out. We all read that book.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody.
And
big, little, small, don't care who you was, and that's considered my op. But like hearing that, it made let's thug it. Like Monster, he put a battery in people back that you got people in New York and different hoods and that went off this with this man. You know what I'm saying? This
that
man
was their Bible.
This man is.
In fact, there's a part in the book where he talks about getting out the county jail, getting on the bus, and I believe he was taking the Normandie bus back to the hood,
right.
And he talks about all the hoods that he was going through, and he's writing about like, the graffiti. I believe he was talking about the Normandie bus. Somebody correct me, confirm, let me know. I remember reading that. I was like, I was picturing myself on the bus while I'm reading this. And he actually mentions in the book 5-6 Syndicate, which is a hood from your neighbor, old hood in your area.
Big homies.
Yeah. He's supposed to tap me in with one of them.
I've talked to him too. He was trying to get tapped in.
Yeah.
So yeah.
In fact, the first time I ever heard of 5-6 Syndicate was in Monster Kody's book.
Oh, yeah.
Because by that time it wasn't really a thing.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So yeah, man, the reason why Monster Kody's on everybody's radar, man, is because Spider Loc kind of went in on the deceased homie, you know?
Yeah, man.
Who died in San Diego a few years ago. And what was crazy, when I went to his funeral, there was a handful of neighborhoods there.
Oh, for sure. Pretty Boy None was there.
Pretty Boy was there.
Right.
That's what I was going to touch on.
Yeah,
and they respected bro.
For sure.
You know?
For sure.
And look, if you ever watch an old episode on a show called O Drama, it was called O Drama, I'm going to say 2000, BET.
Mm-hmm.
It was Kim Whitley, the comedian. She was the host of it. They hit me up one day. This is in 2000. They said, we want to do a show about LA gangs. I was like, for sure. They said, can you come down? I was like, yeah, for sure. I'll be there. They said, well, do you know anybody else that can do it? And I was like, Monster Kody. Holla at Monster Kody. You got his number? I was like, yeah, here. And they said, who else? They said, can you get Suge Knight? I was like, no, I don't think I can get Suge Knight. I didn't have that much.
Real talk.
Yeah, I can't get Suge Knight, but
Right.
Monster
A legend.
Monster Kody will pull up.
Right.
So it ended up being me, Monster Kody, and Dub C.
Oh.
Talking about gangs on a show from 25 years ago.
It's hard.
Go look that up. It's on. It's on the internet. And I've been rocking with bro for pretty much. I known bro for like 20 years.
Right.
20 years plus. In fact, I'm gonna drop an interview I did with him on my channel probably in the next few days. I did audio interviews with Kody.
Right.
So I got like hours and hours of just audio, no video, just audio.
That's hard.
And just talking.
That's hard.
And bro was just always like an encyclopedia of information.
Facts.
And look,
even the way he speak, he take his time. He's like he be, you know what I'm saying? It's his hands. He be like, I'm like, he's serious. He's serious about it for real.
He can make anything sound cool.
That's what
look, I'm gonna tell you what his number one problem was, because if he was alive right now, he would be one of the best podcasters in our space, except for one thing.
What's that?
Dude liked to get high.
Right.
And sometimes he got so high that it was hard to talk to him. If you got a sober Monster Kody, sharp as a knife. He can go into any subject matter, talk about any type of history, talk about Black revolutionary, and this is conversations I've had with him. Right. I've had conversations about his addiction, and that was his main, I guess, thing that he was fighting.
Right.
And but other than that, he would be a top podcaster right now if he was around to do it.
Yeah, man. I just hate that people bringing his name up in these type of things. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you claim to be something and all this type of stuff, man. It'd be a lot. It'd be a lot, bro.
Especially like these are rumors that people are spreading.
Not for sure.
And I'm not a big fan of going off of rumors, especially if the guy's deceased and he's not here to defend himself.
Thanks.
And look, he didn't die that many years ago.
Right.
So if you wanted to say this about the dude, could have said it before. Right. And I understand you're saying it now because it's in response to something that somebody else is saying.
Bro. See, people just want excuses, bro. People want excuses to say things or do things and just say, oh, I said it because of this. You're a grown man, bro. That's like some women do that. Like, or you say something to me, then I'm gonna retaliate and do this. That's not no man thing. But but I understand certain things that I had to figure out. Is like a lot of times these people are raised by their mother, so they had these tendencies to do what women do. Yeah, that's what it is. I swear, it don't be just like no shots, but it be a lot of people that like that been with their mom their whole life that don't, you know what I'm saying, they don't take no accountability or nothing, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like this man. First of all, the people that was one of the paramedics, that they family hit me up. Like, man, I would my auntie was the paramedic that was, you know what I'm saying, when got him Oceanside. You know what I'm saying? We live in Oceanside, this and that, woo woo. Like, I'm like, I asked him, like, dude, was it a dress or anything? He's like, man, I ain't never heard of that. She said she talked about it all the time. You know what I'm saying? When she knew who he was afterwards, she tell people that, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I got him. Like, his wife found him later on or whatever, this and that. She's like, I ain't never seen him with no dress on, this and that. Like, I'm like, all right, but I just that part, you know what I'm saying? Because certain people be having information that, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I see them in certain
secondhand.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So people like to add 10, 15 things to it, you know what I'm saying? So I just, like I said, man, that man, he dead, bro. It's nothing, it's not even, you didn't do nothing to act. You did nothing to act. You did nothing to act.
I'm gonna say this, my people I was raised up under, my dad, my uncles, and they came from that era where they can't stand the sight of blue. And my dad, he real gangster with his stingy points, and he said, like, Monster, he was with the BS for sure. You know what I'm saying? And that what that tell you when somebody passed, and he was a participator. He participated in all these wars. Right. He passed in the 60s, a handful of 60s is at your funeral, and they spoke.
Right.
Spoke. And I done been around from 60s and Pretty Boy, you know what I'm saying? He got love for Monster, even though they didn't have their encounters.
Right.
And I believe Pretty Boy went to the funeral.
Yeah, he did.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Rest in peace to Pretty Boy also. But like,
and I have the whole funeral on Street TV for anybody that wants to watch the funeral. I shot the whole thing from inside. But go ahead, Munch.
No, I was just saying that say a lot when your quote unquote opposition come to your funeral.
That's what I'm finna say.
And not just be in attendance, but they speak.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Yeah, you know, people trying to go tit for tat and act like a woman to act. You know, that's the result. And then you got Southsiders speaking up.
Right.
You got people from that generation, cartoon from Avalon.
Right.
You got this person, like everybody, bro. That it wasn't. That was distasteful. You know what I'm saying? And then
facts.
Like P said from A-Trade, go at Ant.
Facts.
Like if you can't find nothing on Ant,
right?
Go at Ant. Like so, you know. I mean,
this is the thing I trip off of. You get into somebody, right? And then you bring up stuff that happened a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago. Like that don't like. I don't get it. I don't get that. Like I don't get it. He like, oh yeah, well, he did this. Or you beef at that time. Y'all killed the beef. So why you bringing it back up? Like, oh, he bringing this up, this, that. But people need excuses. I think sometimes people just need excuses to they got this evil in their heart and they need excuses to release it.
Well, let me ask you this question, because I talked to Spider about Ant, and he felt a certain kind of way about two stories that Ant told that had to do with East Coast members.
Okay.
And I'm sitting here saying to myself, well, what's wrong with telling a story that includes someone from East Coast? So we can't tell a story that includes someone from East Coast if they got the short end of the stick, because it's like he feels like he's speaking negative on his set.
So, but the thing is this is the thing, bro. Ant is from other side. So his encounters with certain niggas be neighborhoods, East Coasters, anything. If I fight with a nigga, with a person, but if I fight a person, right, it 9 times 10 be people they homies. So what I was supposed to say, like I got to it with somebody from, if I got somebody from Hoover, I'm gonna speak on it.
Yeah, and now if you speak on it and the Hoover got the short end of the stick, are you expecting a bunch of Hoovers are gonna be mad at you now?
No. Why? Like I can see that fears. See, the thing is, people be thinking that they run the YouTube the sector, that they can't. People don't talk about this and this and that, bro. It happens. Like people lose fights. It's his story. This is his story. It's his page. So if you don't like his page or his story, don't watch it. Straight up, that's what I say. If I don't like how he breaking it down, I don't watch it. Simple and plain.
Hey, if it's a story told about my homie, as long as it's true, I ain't got nothing to say.
Right.
And if I can't, if I wasn't there for it, and I don't know if it's true or false, I ain't got nothing to say.
I think that's a good distinction, because if the story's true, and that's his story,
right,
that should be it, right?
Yeah, and if I don't know either way, like my dad got, he just being the old grumpy blood, right? He was mad that Kev Max, he told the story with the dude from Harlem and my big homie Border Rat having a fight. He said the best fight he ever seen was the dude from Harlem and Border Rat from Families. You know what I'm saying? They was thumping like giants. The dude from Harlem got a good one in, knocked the big homie out, and the big homie got up like, yeah, I told you Blood didn't want it. They're like, man, you lost. You lost. And my daddy like, no, he didn't want to hear that. No, but I wasn't there. I wasn't. So I can't say either way. I ain't about to. Hey, Kev Mac. Hey man, F you, middle finger. You know what I'm saying? I can't. I wasn't there.
Some people like that. Some people like this. Some people feel like don't speak on it straight up. And some people like that. I don't know. They feel like that's my hood. Like don't speak on it. But if you shouldn't speak on nothing, then.
Did you feel a certain kind of way that a lot of people were speaking on Crip Mac, and since that's your section over there, is it? Do you feel like it's an attack towards the 50s?
In like what sense? Like what? Someone
like a lot of people, even Munchie, would say some negative things about Crip Mac.
That's what me and Munchie was beefing.
Yeah, oh, that's right.
You know what's funny about that?
Yeah.
Okay, me and ODM was at odds via content.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then I think the last thing was what he reacted to when I had Frosty and Lil Dudes at No Jumper.
Right.
And he reacted to it. I reacted back. I wasn't feeling them. So at the time, I'm cool with Spider. I'm running with Spider, right? So like, yeah, I'm like, no, I don't want to talk to ODM Slim.
So Spider was trying to connect y'all.
Right.
He did it.
Hold on. So One day, he just merged the call with me and ODM Slim. He didn't ask for that. I didn't ask for that. Right? Then I'm like, man, right? So me and him talk, we clear the air, we get an understanding, and we good from that day forward. Right. So when me and Spider fall out, he mad at ODM Slim because he not at it going at me.
Yeah, exactly.
But you the one, you know what I'm saying? So when you fall out with somebody, they supposed to fall out also just because y'all both Crips?
No, I see people see. So that's why I learned about bro. He used what he needs to his advantage, right? So, hey, when he talked to me, hey, you know, you saying this stuff about Munchie B, all this stuff, ooh, bro. None of this stuff was confirmed. None of this and that. Don't talk like that, bro. Why y'all bring these rumors up? That's cold. That's weird. That's this and that.
5 minutes later.
Now he said it, and he got the right to say it. I'm like, damn. But you just had a whole spiel what people need to be saying and how people need to come at people and how it's disrespectful. This your co-host, this your boy, and you know what I'm saying? This we us being homies. That this was supposed to be, you know what I'm saying? It is mutual respect. You know what I'm saying? So get your homie on the phone, we can whatever you want to do, whatever, this and that. So we get on the phone, I chop it up Munchie, till me and Munchie start building a relationship.
All right.
Now, I'm not that person, bro. I'm a person, bro. If I message you, I message you, bro. Regardless. Like, that's what it is. So once that happened, he got out. I'm going to go up there and read the book. What's going on, y'all? He's going to be, can it be fixed? Him being hot-headed. Oh, then he got me on Nina Boy. I'm on Nina Boy page. He go up. Oh, yeah, he taking the blood side. It's not like he a blood now. But this 2 months ago.
Was kicking cack being bull.
And he was your co-host and everybody say anything about Munchie, you in their DMs. Straight up. But now it's, them the type of people I just can't say, I don't beef with, bro. But I would never be cool, bro. I would never be like, to where, oh yeah, we chop, never in life. Them type of people, they like snakes. They work everything to themselves. They selfish. Spider Loc is one of the selfish person I know in my life, bro.
But when he brought you guys together on that phone call, there was no hidden agenda behind that. He just saw two guys that he knew that aren't getting along.
I don't know. You don't know, because listen, I don't think it's hidden agenda like, I want to get them into it. No. But let me get them cool. This is my boy. He supposed to be from the hood. I messed with Munchie B. I can have them going at it. It's bad on me. Even when the no jumper things. Same thing with no jumper. He was mad at me the whole time. Y'all had no jumper. I'm clowning no jumper. He really mad. I'm up there, bro. Like, I'm up there. Like, you can't give me that respect. Like I said, Brick up there. I'm gonna say what I want to about that man platform. Straight up. Like, I don't care who up there. I'm gonna say what I want to.
So he didn't like the way you was criticizing no jumper while he was up there.
Facts.
Okay.
Facts. You know what I'm saying? He every time I get in a room, he ain't gonna, ODM in here, you know what I'm saying? He had no jumper K, he big no jumper K.
No jumper K.
Right. So that's his whole thing. Now all of a sudden today though,
now it's the Fed quarters.
Yeah, now he the Fed podcast and Adam of Vladimir 22 and this and that, and I'm like, oh my goodness.
Look, I'm not a fan of that platform at all, especially the way they push the Whack 100 agenda.
Right.
But if Munchie B wants to go up there, then he can go up there. You know, I ain't gonna say don't go up there, Munchie.
Listen, Munchie B, Young Ant, all that, bro. I talk to them regular. You know what I'm saying? We'll chop it up. I ain't never like, hey, bro, you a no jumper, bro. That's weird. Like,
I would say be careful though.
No, I said that.
Yeah.
I said that.
Be careful.
I said that, bro. Watching, bro. I said that, bro, watching.
It seems like a lot of stuff happens to people go up on no jumper.
I just said watching, bro. But I'm not the person like, oh, no, don't do that because that's weird.
Yeah.
That's the opportunity, boy. That both they pay, I've seen both these men's pages grow, do their thing and all that. So taking that's like, take them on. Like, you know what I'm saying? It got its pros and cons.
Now, I heard Ant's story of being in the feds and having a debate over the TVs with, was it Tiny Loaf?
Tiny Lof.
Yeah.
And he told a pretty good story from beginning all the way to the end how it went down, and I never looked at that as he's trying to disrespect East Coast.
Right.
It included another dude from Harlem, I believe.
Right.
And it was about the TVs, and it was actually interesting because I learned from listening to his I guess his monologue about it that they had certain TVs was designated for certain shows.
The show like
this is the news,
right? The sports,
yeah.
Like yeah.
And this dude came in there and just changed it. Didn't want to respect the rules that were in place.
Right.
And I just thought it was an interesting thing that offended Spider.
And
there's another story that I didn't tap in with having to do with a pickle. So I haven't heard that one
for sure. But the thing is, what's more disrespectful? What's more embarrassing? You being at this age, 49, 50, almost 50 years old, and you own come on. First of all, this is one thing that got me. I gotta say this to him. I gotta say this to him, Spider. This what got me. You had a big uproar. They trying to put me in jail. They say I'm doing pills. They say I'm doing drugs. I'm on probation. But you on probation, but you on 97 with a pistol out and a bag full of weed in your hand, gangbanging at 49 years old on probation. You don't think that's a violation? You told me they trying to get me violated. Munchie trying to get me violated. You don't think that's trying to get you violated, bro? Like, this is crazy.
But Ant told me out his mouth, we don't beef for East Coast, right?
Right.
In my mind, I can't argue with him because he's from H-Trey. In my mind, how I grew up, I just thought H-Trey's beef with all neighborhoods, period.
No, they really don't beef for East Coast. They don't beef, like...
That's what he said. So the whole thing wasn't even gangbanging. It's behind a TV.
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying? He not targeting East Coast. It was behind a changing the channel or something stupid.
Right.
So why is you, even the 50 and 0 thing with J Hood, you know what I'm saying? That you took that too far. You feel me?
Yeah, he took it too far, but it's like, but the thing I told him, like, once you open the door for something, we can't tell by, like, because even I'll be like, oh, you going too far with it, this, and that. But once the door open, bro, you can't tell nobody how to react to it.
Yeah, he took the 50 and 0 thing literal.
He took it literal, and he tripping about it.
Yeah. What if it was 40 and 0?
Hey,
I'm
guess
saying
what, man?
he tripping though.
Or 30 and 0?
As long as it's Jet Beezy's in the world and Spiders, it's gonna be some L's. Bro,
Jet Beezy from East Coast?
Yeah, he was from Rolling Hundreds and turned East Coast. And
oh, all right, yeah, that's that. I thought he was Rolling Hundreds, right?
Yeah,
all right.
but like
6-pack.
But hey man, you knocking on 50. You got grandkids. Man, go on, take a load off, bro.
I respect it.
Come on, bro.
I respect it.
We been recording for I don't know how long. I ain't said blood not once.
Respect
like, you gotta know how to turn it on and off. If your whole claim to fame is being from East Coast, then you a failure for sure. No, you ain't got nothing else to talk about.
Fame is
E double, EC, all that, yeah. Bro. Man, that's
my peoples from the E double.
Man, the E double, the E double don't even F with you, bro.
My people. Ain't no more.
Look, Cartoon was the oldest guy on the internet that was pushing his set, right?
Sure.
But recently,
for sure,
we've got a rebirth.
Yeah, I respect it.
Of Cartoon. He's now Tony.
Tony.
It ain't Avalon.
He's still tuned to me. I ain't gonna lie. I did a video about Tune, and it's not to I disrespect him because he's still Tony. And I respect his movement, but it just. Cartoon, Big Tunes, he stand out.
Yeah, but he's not pushing the way he used to push.
Right, no, for sure.
So now that he's in a different lane now, who's the oldest guy that pushes his hood now?
Spider Loc.
Yeah.
Spider and Wack, they got to be together.
Yeah, I think Wack is a year younger than Spider.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Wack doesn't really push Bakoma Pyru. He just be saying on Pyru.
No, he push it when it's time to push
when it's convenient.
When it's convenient. When it's around people, when it's around like some I'm not pushing out. There's no gangbanging, but it's a little bit around some non-affiliates. And why you gonna tell me I'm Pyru? Nigga, you ain't with me. I'm C blank this. You ain't never did nothing, bro. Stop it.
But we have heard Spider a handful of times say, "I don't gangbang. I'm not part of the set anymore. I don't hang on the block. That's my past."
So it ain't adding up.
It's like,
because why you carrying on like you do?
So this is what I do now. So for 2026, when I'm doing this, I'm diagnosing everybody. So he got split personality disorder.
Yeah.
That's what it is. He is substance abuse with split personality disorder, and it's toxic because he fight with himself because he want to use all these fancy words and want to sound like a professor one time. Like Professor Charles Xavier one day, and then he want to come out here and be banging on wax the next day.
Well, I want to push everyone that's from anywhere in LA in 2026. You don't have to say you're set on camera.
No, you don't.
You don't got to say you're from here, you're from there, you're from that. We already know.
We know.
We know where everybody's from. We know where ODM is from.
Yes, sir.
We know where Munchie's from.
Yes, sir.
And there's no need to keep saying it on camera.
But some people say it on camera because it makes them sound hard.
I don't never even hear Ant say ETG.
No, it makes him sound hard though. It makes him sound hard. Like,
yeah.
I swear to God, you
Am I right about Ant though? Does he?
No, he say it like we say it here and there.
Yeah.
But we like, you know what I'm saying? We don't just all day like that's not it. You know what I'm saying? He be like on gangsters, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Sometimes
he say that.
Yeah, like But it don't be like it don't.
Munchie always just be on Inglewood.
Inglewood.
He just say when he say on Inglewood, I'm thinking he's saying the city. It's on the city.
No, that's Inglewood.
Yeah, I know, but it's just on Inglewood.
Game making for sure.
But
he's a lot younger than Spider too.
No, for sure.
You know,
way younger.
He got about 13 years on Spider. I don't expect
Spider had 13 years on him.
I'm sorry. Thank you. I don't expect Munchie to be that age talking that way.
No, for sure.
You know.
The thing is, Munchie this age ain't talking that way.
A little bit though.
No,
Munchie do it a little bit.
Like him.
Yeah, like on B team or something.
Yeah.
Like, you know, that's my thing. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't just, you know what I'm saying? I know how to turn it on and turn it off. You know what I'm saying? It's a time for that shit.
I think when Brick Baby comes home, whenever that is, because he did it a lot too. On 6-0. On 6-0. Yeah.
You got that down pat.
It was a little bit too many 6-0s, right?
You got that shit down pat. Once you got that shit down pat, though.
Nah, but that dude got an issue. He need to seek therapy.
No, for sure. Easy call.
He need to seek therapy, man. He went to Ken Capone. He asked something about not being on StreetTV no longer, and he just went into a whole thing about me and Ant and all this little. He didn't even answer the question, bro.
Listen, you understand this? That was his whole method of going there. So Cam probably don't know what's going on. That's why if you look at the clip, you gotta watch Cam. See, when Cam interviews go all the way through, that means they didn't mess up. So when he say, hey, so what's going on? I heard this and that. That's because somebody had to tell him, hey, let's talk about this, and this. So he goes, dip, it clicks in. Oh, so you ain't on StreetTV no more. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Oh, man, that question was asked 3-4 different times. Straight up.
Yeah, I didn't even check it out. I just I caught 2 clips.
He got like 8 of them, bro. I swear. And it's like, even when he started talking about Ant, he bring Munchie up. Like, he really heard about Munchie, bro. I think you did something to him, Munchie. You did something to him.
Yeah, he's a little disappointed.
Disappointed Munchie, sure. Bro. Like, he hurt. Munchie, you.
Well, let's stop with the Monster Kody slander.
Facts.
Or just speaking on him negatively.
Man, I'm just saying.
Let him rest easy.
You got Bloods. Like, he said his dad. Munchie said about his pops. You got BJ, Bonnie on the BJ. You got my father, my people's, my black from Raymond. They mess with this man. They mess with this man. Like, they been placed with this man, and he a soldier. You know what I'm saying? Like, can't take that from him, bro. That's it. You can try to make yourself look so big all you want, but you can't take nothing from him, bro. A lot of y'all couldn't step 2-3 feet in this man's shoes.
Hey, in 2007, the city of LA, they created a list of the 10 most wanted gang members, and most of those on the list were Latinos wanted for murder.
Right.
But they put Monster Kody on that list. They included him as one of the 10 most wanted because just because of a jacking. He jacked some dude and beat him up, and it was ridiculous that they put him on there. So he went on the run. And he had a wig with ponytails on.
I remember that.
Remember that?
I remember that.
Yeah, and
I remember he said that. So that's what people try to mix the stories up. Oh yeah, this and that. I remember I remember that.
And the police did a press conference saying we captured him.
Right.
And they pulled out. They had an envelope. They pulled out. He was wearing this, y'all.
Right.
And they were trying to parade it around like.
That's why everybody using that. So that's why he getting all his extra stuff from and putting it together and
he told me the whole story about why they charged him with carjacking. He said that he sold the car to a dude in the neighborhood, and the guy wanted the car back, and there was a disagreement about. He knew the dude. It wasn't like a carjacking. They made it seem like he just jacked some random dude.
Right. Hold on. He sold the car to somebody, then he ended up wanting it back,
or it was the other way around,
yeah.
Something like that. It had to do with just a car purchase that went bad.
Right.
Okay.
And then the disagreement led up to a physical altercation. And Monster Kody put hands on the dude.
And took the car.
Yeah.
He
so they made it seem like this carjacking.
Monster took the car.
Yeah.
Monster took the car. I ain't gonna lie, Monster's the beast.
So Monster, you sold
this
car. He
sold the car. They
took for it back.
They took it for the money. He took the money.
And then the dude that from the car told the parole board, the CDCR, that he was in fear of his life and I don't want him being paroled back to our neighborhood. Yeah. And that's one of the reasons why he got paroled to San Diego.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah. So they paroled him to San Diego, and he's been living down there ever since.
Okay.
You know? So I don't know where this thing about he was in L.A. downtowns or...
Yeah. I hate even bringing it back up because it's the same thing Winnie 100 do. That's my Munchie B word. We need one to do. They tear down certain legends we have to try to replace them with them. And you're not a legend.
And that's the whole reason why. And what's called even spoke for the first time on camera because he was attacking Monster Kody and trying to discount him because he said he not a legend because he used drugs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Right. Oh,
Most
right.
are all the homies that grew up in the 80s and they hit some fucking crack.
Right.
And back in them days.
Right.
Some sherm.
Because that's the drug. That was the drug back then.
Right. You was either using it or selling it, but
right.
but now they clean now. You probably will never know. But yeah, man.
So do we all agree that Spider went a little too far with the Monster Kody?
Over the deep end.
Yeah.
He kicked somebody, kicked him in his butt. Wow, get out of here.
But he don't know what he's talking about.
Of course, you don't know what he's talking about.
He don't know what he's talking about.
All right, man. ODM Slim, where can the people tap in with you?
ODM Slim show. You know what I'm saying? ODM Slim live. You know,
go live, huh?
Yeah, I'm live, man.
Yeah.
7 days a week, damn near. You know what I mean?
Are you tapping in with any of the people up there where you at? Like to get them on, like do content with them?
No.
Nah.
No. It's only one person up there. I've been messing with Cliff World. I messed with Cliff, so Cliff.
Because they got a lot of Bloods and Crips and different gangs up there that kind of got LA roots.
I ain't run into nobody. I run into like a lot of black females and stuff like they uncles or cousins with some A-Trade gangsters type stuff, like all A-Trade. Like when
Right deep out there.
Yeah, like in that part of Washington, like yeah, for sure.
Are you near Spokane?
I'm in Spokane.
Okay, that's where Ant caught his case.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. They was up there doing their thing and back in, what year was that? 2010, 11, 12, around there?
They do their thing.
Yeah.
They told them that it's people that got that from that case went back up there.
They just stayed up there,
Yeah,
huh?
they stayed up there.
Okay, so we got the ODM Slim show.
Yep, ODM Slim live, yep. And that's it. MummyDust.com for the merch.
Okay. Munchie B.
Tomorrow's over Money TV, and then I just kicked off my new channel, Tricktoria's Secret. So Tricktoria's Secret by Munchie B. I'm entertaining all women. You know what I'm saying? The women is hustling, getting to it. You know what I'm saying? Whether they females 304s, or females with a story, you know what I'm saying, to go talk they ish. You know what I mean?
Right.
Tricktoria's Secret by Munchie B. You know what I'm saying? Go subscribe. You know what I'm saying?
So all the female content creators. So you might have Damn Homie on there for an episode.
Yeah, damn. If you hustling, getting to it, you got a little story. I don't get like, you know what I'm saying. You're a female. I want to holler at the women. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's a bit at home where they got a voice like, well, I ain't gonna give it away, but yeah, because I got one I'm about to line up. You know what I'm saying?
I will say this though, in this podcasting world, most women, not all, but most, are boring. They're boring.
Yeah, but I don't. But
name some.
But see, the people I'm interviewing.
Yeah.
Jaguar White.
She's a liar.
She's not boring?
Okay, I agree. She's not boring. She's entertaining.
Yes.
But here's the thing. She's like Cashless Jones. These people have to come and lie to be entertaining.
So that's
the thing.
But the thing is, it's the thing about YouTube, right? That's what not saying you gotta lie. I'm saying what we don't understand in YouTube is the entertainment part. That's why a lot of these places like the no jumpers and all that, they get these views because it's the entertainment part. It's the circus show, but everybody pull up every week for the circus show.
Have you ever heard of Don't Call Me a White Girl? A light-skinned sister
Don't Call Me a
comedian?
White Girl.
She's good. Yeah, Don't Call Me a White Girl. That's her name.
No, I don't know her.
Yeah, she's good. I like her, but it's hard to find some female podcasters that.
No, I'm interviewing females that's getting a hustle on.
No, hustle. You talking about street?
Yeah, I'm just talking about just podcasters in general.
But he's saying she popping. Even what's Trade's daughter too? She ain't born.
I'll be hollering at her, and I've been trying to get her to, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, find her.
And I heard on No Jumper they was trying to get a female in there, and it's challenging to get a female. The last good female they had was
Gina
Views.
That's it.
Gina Views is good.
Gina gets in there. Gina is like a pit bull.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She got a pit. She a pit bull at heart, but she a Chihuahua.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
I think she's the best female out of LA. Like who tops her?
Gina and
You know who I liked also? There were some girls on Ace Boy Pun.
That's my yeah. Illa. Which one? Illa?
I'm not sure which one it was.
I know all of them.
Okay.
My dog.
I
love them all.
He had a girl show, but it was the girl that was closest to the mic because they would all have their position. She was closest to the camera.
So
I'm sorry, she was closest to the camera.
Illa.
I liked her.
I've been trying to recruit Auntie.
That's my dog.
Yeah, I've been trying to recruit her. I've been trying
That's my dog. I'm gonna have her help me diagnose people too.
Okay, so you know those girls on the Ace Boy Pun?
It's my team.
Okay, for sure. All right, man. We're about to wrap this up. Street TV, Alex Alonso. We're on all social media platforms. We're also on all podcast platforms. Shout out to the Spotify and Apple listeners. And if you want to watch clips of this episode, go to the Street TV platform. We out.